Greetings, everyone. It's good to see you there, Stork Porter. Thank you for the new follow there as well. Appreciate the new follower. We're going to get started in just a second. I got everything I need, I think, so I just psyched myself up to get started properly. But yeah, things are going pretty good. Pretty happy today. Pretty happy. It's been a relaxing do-nothing day because I got nothing to do because I'm not employed for today. But you know, it's all right. Yeah, we got some more game dev to do, so that's going to keep us busy for the rest of today for sure. I hope everybody's doing well today. It is the 73rd, I believe, stream ever on this channel, and we're going to be reviewing some Day of the Hamster statistics again, and we're going to take a look at some other stuff, some other exciting stuff. It's assigned full-time game dev now. I wish. As you will see after we look at the stats for Day of the Hamster today, it's not sustainable income, but it is good to see things moving along. Just crank out more hamsters. That's right. Actually, there is one thing I've been meaning to do. There's one thing I've been meaning to do to this scene that you're looking at right now, which I'll do. I'll get onto that. Just let me organize my brain. Click here, there, and then here. No. Here, and then here, and then that's that, and then I drag that there. There we go. Wow, that's huge. Let's make it smaller, and there we go. We'll put it over this side, and we'll drop it into the background next to the other one. Wherever the other one is. Must be pretty far back, actually. There it is. All right. There we go. We got another game added to the list of games that we've done on this channel. It's getting exciting. All right. I suppose we can get started properly now. Hamster 12, the quickening. There can be only one hamster ball. There can be only one hamster ball. Yeah, I like it. I like that. We're not going to do more hamster games. We're focusing the next one. Well, we'll talk about that in just a minute because we already have talked about it a bit, but I'll show you what that's looking like too. Oh golly, I feel expended somehow, but we're going to get started. So let's do it. Let me just turn the music down a little bit more. There we go. That's a pretty good volume. Hi everybody. Welcome. My name is Mike, and I'm excited to be back with another dev stream. Today we're going to be looking at Day of the Hamster review. We're going to look at some reviews, we're going to look at some feedback, and we're going to look at the statistics, how it's going, and we might go back and compare it to the other game too, Day of the Sandwich. Spoiler, I think financially it's doing better, but in terms of like actual hits, it's actually a little worse off, but I think that might be to do with time of year, so, which I think we talked about that last time a little bit. And Day of the Redacted, we're going to like kick that off more fully today. We sort of outlined a little bit last stream. Today we're going to go in and start like thinking about like the some more of the story beats that are going to be in there, what the characters are. We're going to start narrowing it down to like sort of figure out how this is going to work. We want it to make sense. We don't want it to be completely insane. And we want to have some way of following the characters' progression through the story and the dialogue, and like learning the tricks of the trade as we go through the game too, so the player can follow along. Hey Game Dev Jeff, good to see you, and congratulations on your recent release. The kayak game, I forget the exact name of it, but congrats on that. You and Pixel Turkey worked together on that. It looks interesting. I haven't had a chance to like dig into it at all yet, but congrats, well done. 10-day project, not bad, not bad. It's good to do one of those little projects, get some fun stuff out there. Blue X, good to see you too. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, you can see the new Grim Fandango spoilers for tonight's gaming stream. We got Grim Fandango and Maniac Mansion limited run games finally delivered. It only took them a long time. I forget how long it's been, honestly. I don't think this one's a 2-year delivery delay. I think this one's more like 1 year, but it's been a while. I kind of forgot that I'd ordered them. I need to go back through my previous order history with them and see like what things I did and didn't order, because man, yeah, I'm still waiting on stuff, I know that much. 10 days seems like a good amount of time for a full Z3 game. I've never tried making one. I assume it took them longer to make them back in the day, because, I mean, whilst they were prolific at Infocom, I don't think they were making them that quickly. But maybe they were just having a lot of fun, like, in the office, just, like, talking about game designs, maybe. I don't know. Infocom seemed to resist the move to graphical games as well. They're like, oh no, the best graphics is in your mind, so we're just going to stay with that. But they eventually did cave, and they started making some point and click. Well, I say they were graphic adventures. They made some graphic adventures with like very basic implementation of graphics for the most part. There's some interesting ones though. They had a lot of cookouts and dress-ups, judging by the photos. Yeah, maybe that's what they did. That's like 4 days of the week was just spent doing that, and then the 1 day of actual work a week. I mean, you hear the stories about Atari back in the day, and like, you know, the prolific partying that was going on. Let's just use the euphemistic word of partying for the Atari days. Anyway, yes, so that's the intro. I guess it's time to dive in and take a closer look. The box and Feely side of the production must have been a lot of work to organize. That's true, actually. And a lot of the content of those games, like, you have to remember the contents on the floppy disk was probably not even 50% of the game sometimes. There's like a lot of extra content that's supposed to help you find your way through the games. So people will look at some of those games and say, oh, these are inscrutable. How are you supposed to play these? Like, it's insane. But if you have all of the feelies and all of the browsies, or whatever you want to call them, all the stuff, the contents of the box, it might actually be a little bit easier to like go, oh, here's a clue right here, and I've been reading about that. I know what to do. So, yeah. Things are a little different these days.
Oh boy, we're having fun now!
Oh boy, we are having fun, aren't we? Oh, crackly speaker knob when I turn that down. Oh, it's Baines. Hi, damn it, Baines. Good to see you. Welcome in. Okay, so I did say we're going to take a look at statistics first. So let me just pull up the statistics on the other screen over here, and we'll take a look at where we're up to today with the release of Day of the Hamster being several days ago now. We released it on, I believe it was Friday last week, so it's been a full week, I believe. Not a full week, because we released it in the evening. Let's see, dashboard, analytics. I'll just count the pips. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pips. Yeah. And it looks like the 8th pip has just appeared. So we kind of like, we're approaching a full week of hours released. But let's say, let's just, I'll bring what stats over that I can. Let's just jump over to this view. Actually, let's use this view. See if this view is usable. Game 3. So yeah, here's game 3 stats as of day 4. Basically, this is day 4 stats that we were looking at. And so you can see our peak at about 500 and something. I don't know what it is, what it was. Hang on, let me check. We peaked at about 519 views for the page of the game. And downloads, you can see, is close to 60. And then browser plays is close to 300. Which, looking at this, is like, it's like better than 50% of people who viewed the page played the browser version, and a lot of people downloaded it. I think for the downloads, mostly probably accounted for by people who purchased the game, but we certainly didn't have like 60 purchases on day 1. We're still we're actually sitting on 27 payments right now. Let me bring the statistics across actually. And we'll see what we get. Let's see now. I start with the views. So views has climbed significantly in the Control Shift V. There we go. And downloads. Let's go. So they've more than doubled. And browser plays has gone up a fair bit too. Ratings, we've got a couple more ratings. We're going to take a look at some of the ratings, which I never did for the last game, because I didn't really realize it was a thing you could click into and look at what people's thoughts were. I just knew that there was ratings. Collections, we've got 99 collections. We just need one more to make it 100. Comments, we're not... Oh yeah, we are capturing comments. Here we go. And impressions... Oops. There you go. And click-through rate has gone up, believe it or not. Strangely, click-through rate has gone up. Payments are sitting... We made 4 more sales since day 4. Which is like, you know, it's great. That's awesome. It's maybe... I don't know if we'll compare this to game 1. We had 4 more sales as well. This is I don't remember what... I didn't put down date gaps for this. So I'm not sure where we're sitting relative to game 1 time frames. But yeah, gross sales, let's grab that too. Oops. There we are. And we have no licensing deal, but I do have I have been reached by somebody asking to license the game. This time it is a charitable organization who provide games for people in hospital. Kids in hospital and stuff like that. So I'm going to continue to look into that and make sure it's not like a scam and stuff. But I mean, honestly, it's a free game already, so it's not like I'm losing anything by allowing it to go through something like that. I just want to make sure it's not like associated with any kind of scamming or anything like that. And so I've asked them for a few more details. Freedom DAO. Freedom DAO? Hello, good to see you. I hope I said your name right. It took me a minute to try and process, but hopefully I got it close to right. So it looks like the average payment's gone down ever so slightly, but honestly, like, this is a bit of an this is due to a few outliers. There was a couple of much higher than asking price payments from people who are trying to help me celebrate and support me, which I greatly appreciate. But yeah, that's why these numbers are skewed from the asking price is $4.99. So I guess I never really put that on this, but let me grab the updated graph here, and we can compare. Whoa, why is it doing that? That's weird. All right, I'll grab the updated graph and we'll take a look at that too. Is there a way? Can I crop this easily? Can I hold down Alt and drag? No. Can I right click and? There's no right click. Hang on, there is a ... There's no crop option. Maybe it's under format. I give up. I'm not going to try. I'll leave it alone. I'll grab the new screenshot. We can take a look at the statistics for that. grab this. There you go. So comparing this to the 4-day stats, you can see that this is basically this day here is this day here. It's just that this wasn't complete yet. So likewise, this day's just started, so this will probably climb a little bit as well. But looking at the stats, we had a bump after getting this attention in the first 3 days of launch. We've now bumped to like more than double that in traffic. So that's pretty cool. Why no Steam? That's a good question. I will get to that. Hi, Zizzy, good to see you. I appreciate that. I've always been interested in seeing how people go with their releases. I think it's setting a realistic expectation is important, and understanding where people are coming from, like when they're making their, you know, when they're talking about their game and like stuff like that. So this is just itch.io as well. That has to be kept in mind. So if I was to release on Steam, I'm not sure how much statistics I'm allowed to give from Steam. I assume as much as I like. It's my data. I assume I'm allowed to say what I want, but how come I can't? I want this one to stay in front, but it won't. Whatever. I'll just do this. There we go. Let me just flick over to this view so you can see it, the whole thing. There you go. Steam's like $100 to get it on the store, right? Yes, it is. Yeah. I forget if they do something like pay it back or not. There is a cost to getting onto Steam, yes. And there's no cost to getting onto itch. Itch does take a cut of that gross revenue, and they also take tax out of it. And being in Australia and then being a US organization, the tax is actually extremely high compared to what I anticipated. So take home money is like a lot less than I expected. How much did you think you would make? Honestly, the first game I expected basically like $20 for it. That game set my expectations for this one, that it wouldn't be $20, but I expected to make no more, and I think I'm about on par there. We're about on par with the first game. Didn't know that about itch. Yeah, it's interesting. I don't know how much I'm allowed to share because of the there are some like things that like, hey, don't show this, and it's mainly just to cover people's privacy. I assume if it's my privacy, then I need to make my own judgment call about that, but I don't want to break any rules either. It's also possible, Mzizzy, that I did my tax form that I filled out for itch incorrectly. I did reach out to their support and I got no response. So I don't know. I said this seems extremely high amount of that I'm not getting from my payment due to taxes. Did I fill something out wrong? I got no response. I also asked in their Discord if anybody had any help, if anybody could assist me with like making sure I've done it correctly, and I got no response to that either. So it's possible that I just screwed up. It's very likely that I screwed up, actually, because I mean, I don't know. But just comparing it to, like, the Twitch, the way Twitch handles taxes and the way that itch.io handle taxes seems very different to me. So the amount that I ended up with in my pocket at the end of the day was a lot less. Not that I actually haven't taken any money out of itch yet. I've left it all on itch. Which I say, please don't leave it for too long. It's been 6 months, I guess, since the first release. Not quite 6 months yet. Does it have like a Reddit or something? I assume they probably do. Yeah. Yeah, it does kind of suck, but I don't have answers, and I don't want to like disparage them because like maybe they just don't know, or maybe I asked at the wrong time. I don't know. Yeah, there could be a lot of reasons why it is what we're seeing. I don't know. It's a good platform though. I like what they do. Not getting any response sounds doesn't mean you screwed up. Yeah, perhaps they are avoiding answering because they screwed up. I don't think so. I mean, I probably just didn't fill in a form properly or something like that. Like maybe I maybe I looked up, like, what am I supposed to put in for this? It's been a while since I filled it out, but yeah. Shouldn't type while doing something else? Yeah. I know the feeling. Let's bring it back to the stats for now, but we can talk about taxes again in the future for sure. But looking at game 1 statistics, so 7-day impressions, which is what we're looking at in this column. You can see it's not the same amount, but I think this is like within some margin of error, about the same. The day 4 stats though, the 4th day, this is on 4 days in. I think that we're doing a little worse off on that. So it's possible that we could have done better if we released this game during winter in North America. I think, like, more people would just be in front of itch looking at it at that time of year. So maybe that's what I should have done. They have a framed email from them, Evil Tentacle. That's possible. I don't know. I haven't seen that, but that sounds interesting. It'd be interesting to see. Wow. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, look, let's just review, I guess, continue to review the statistics. So, like, everything seems like, if you look at the difference between these figures, like views and impressions. So this is, 2,500 and 154,000. This is 1,400 and 74,000. So just looking at those numbers, this is basically half of this number, and this number is more than half, right? I say basically, it's very, very close to half. It's like not quite. This number, how the views number is not. It's like better than half. So conversion is better in terms of impression to view. The click-through rate should reflect that, but it doesn't. I don't know why. 0.69% and 0.94%. Somebody can figure that out for me. Maybe I don't know what that means. I don't know how to understand this data. Those are different. Maybe I'm just mathing it wrong in my head because I didn't actually do sums. I just looked at the numbers and went, oh, that's about this. So maybe I'm just wrong there. The click-through rate improved here though. And honestly, like, the number's pretty close. So the views is still higher, unfortunately. Views were still higher back then. But in terms of sales, like, I think sales figures, average sale figure is lower for the last game than it is for this game. So our revenue, if you look at these two revenue figures, we're doing a lot better already, right? So this game sold 27 so far and 25 so far in the previous review. So all in all, I guess that's good, right? It's about on par, like, in terms of, like, my expectations. I didn't expect to do any better than Day of the Sandwich. Part of me thought it would do worse because the game is more complicated. But it seems to have done okay. It has done worse with reviews, like video reviews on YouTube. The first game had lots of video reviews, like playthroughs, not so much reviews, but playthroughs and like commentary. Whereas this game I've seen nothing like that, actually. There's been like no videos, I think, posted. Let me just go back and double check. Just gonna bring up the page now. We can look at it together. But yeah, last time in the last game, going through the comments, there was like a lot of videos posted. This time there's no videos posted. Lots of discussion though, which is great. I love to have the discussion there. But yeah, if I go back to Day of the other one, Sandwich. Okay, this is just a meme video. That's the Daddy, would you like some sausages clip. But there's a Day of the Sandwich here, video playthrough, another video playthrough here, another video playthrough here, and here. Another one here. Actually, this is a review. I feel like there's another playthrough here, and another. What's this one? Okay, this is just asking if I would like to be reviewed in a video, and I said yes. So, that's a lot. It's a lot of extra attention on YouTube for this game. Michael 3731, hello. Best viewers on YouTube. I think we have the best viewers here, actually. I think we have the best viewers here, Michael. So I'm going to ban you. All right, there you go. Hey there, Bloody Cactus. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. There was some huge and terrible saga and mistake that was finally resolved. Oh, okay. Interesting. I'll review it and start fake beef with you. We'll turn it into a big internet drama and you'll get loads of views. Yeah, we have a synergistic conflict wherein we resolve said conflict by making a game jam to get more people involved in making games. So it's a win-win-win. I think we can do it. We could do that. But yeah, in terms of video reviews, I guess I did have an expectation of like at least one person would post a video review in the comments. Nobody has done that. So that was interesting. So also on Slash Adventure Games just released Day of the Jellyfish at the same time you released it, and I was like, Mike changed the name and got confused for a moment. No, yeah, I saw that too. Okay, here's a question for those of you who use Reddit. I'm not a Redditor. I kind of like avoid the site. I don't avoid it. Okay, so like my experience with Reddit is like I'll go onto tip of my joystick and try and answer some questions sometimes. I also used to post on like some of the motorcycle forums. Like that's about it. I never really engaged that much with it. I don't know. And so I went onto /r/adventures or whatever it's called. I went to that subreddit, Adventure Games, and I tried to post about my game and it wouldn't let me post. I didn't understand. Do I have to like comment on stuff before I'm allowed to post? Hey there, Adrian. Good to see you. Welcome in. Sounds about normal. So I have to post a comment before I'm allowed to post a topic. Is that how it works? I was a little confused. I was like, oh, I give up. I tried a couple of times and I was like, whatever, man. You need a certain amount of community clout usually. Okay. Oh, screw that then. If anybody has community clout and wants to share my game on that subreddit, please feel free to do so. I can't be bothered. I'm not going to start talking to people. I probably should post some stuff on there, shouldn't I? They don't like self-promotion stuff, but let some through. It's weird. I was looking at it. The entire thing is self-promotion. It's all just people posting about their game. I made a game. I made a game too. Yeah, me too. Oh, cool. Hey, you made a game. Yeah, I did. Didn't you also made a game? Cool. So do I just have to be one of those people like, hey, you made a game. That's cool. Post like that 12 times and then I can post my own thing? I don't understand. It's all self-promotion. Like, there's nobody talking about, like, classic adventure games. There's people posting, like, freaking, like, JRPGs or something like that on there, too. Like, it's just like, whatever, man. We should all do the rapper and /r comics thing and r/comics thing and make games that riff on each other. Oh, yeah. As we all have gangster rap beef. We should, yeah. We'll just all start internet beef with each other. Imagine someone who hates outsiders controlling what can be posted or not. Yeah, imagine. You can make a game about an out-of-work game dev hamster. That sounds good. Go for it. I posted about Donkey translation free. I didn't make it. I got no benefit from people playing it, and it got removed. Oh, fuck that forum. Sorry, I didn't mean to swear, but seriously. What the hell? Let's start our own. Let's start a good adventure game forum. Fuck them. Log in. Oh man. I have to select an interest? Get fucked. I need to mod like all of you. What are your... Tell me your Reddit. Is that my name? Is that me? Oh my gosh, I gotta edit my profile. How do you edit your profile on this website? Just create a new one. Just create a new one, MZZ. Just create a new one. I don't need, we don't need to know. It's fine. I wanted to change my... No! This is like my 4th Reddit user or something. Profile information, display name, about... I don't want to do any of this crap. Whatever. Messages. First member? Wow, that was quick. Is that... am I the first member? Mod tools. How do I make somebody a moderator? Go away, I don't want to read any of this. There's gotta be a quick way to make somebody a moderator. I'm so bad at this. Somebody just send me somebody send me a DM on this platform and I'll mod you. How do I delete this? Yeah, I don't care. I'm not reading that. There you go. If you search for Dragon Facts on Google, you have to go some 50 pages to find a link that's not about me. Oh, wow. Yeah, send me a DM if you want to be moderators on the best adventure game forum on Reddit. I sent, so I'll be dead. I'm like not even joking. I sent the moderators a message asking if it's okay if I post about my game, and they didn't reply. Hey Suzanne, good to see you. Anyway, that's not what we're here for. I wasn't here to complain about that. I don't know. I can't even remember how I got onto it. But anyway, stats. We looked at the stats. That's the important step forward today, as we looked at some stats. Things are going great. I'm really excited about the progress of the game, and I think there's a lot of potential for like the next one. I think the next one has more potential. You're in? I refresh this page. Okay, how do I make you a moderator? I don't even know. Coolest post ever. Oh look, Adrian. Ban, mute, send mod mail. I don't know what that means. Add mod note, edit user flare, user mod log, view pro. How do you make a moderator? Seriously, it can't be that hard. Add a mod note. I just want you to be a moderator. I'm learning about Reddit right now. Go to the subreddit, click on mod tools at the top of about community sidebar widget. On the side panel, user manager, click moderators in the top right, invite users mod. God damn it, why is it so complicated? That's fine. Second coolest post ever. Mod tools. Active mods. Where's the invite? It said I could invite someone. Why does it only show me banned moderators? Invite users, moderator. Is that right? Did I spell it right? Adrian GB. Is it like that? Hello, Hesh. Good to see you. Now you're a power moderator, Adrian. Be careful. Dragon Facts. Don't be evil, Dragon Facts, or I don't care. This is a joke. But if it gets good, then we'll be good. M Zizzy, you had a different username. There you go. There you go. Anybody else want to join us as a moderator? Whoa. You were getting hassled online? Oh, that sucks. Yeah, don't let people know about you then. Or just pretend, just don't let, like you don't exist anymore on the, it's just, that's not even you, it's somebody else. All right, I'm gonna delete these posts now that you've posted. You have to post about graphic adventures. You're out of here. Badness, man. Oh, look, it's Sonneveld. I'm gonna make Sonneveld a moderator because against his will. I'm gonna do it. I forget how though. If I click back enough times, it'll work, right? Moderators. There you go. Done. Who wants to work for free? I mean, you know. I'm sure it'll be fine. What's mod? I don't care about mod mail. A good forum for talking about graphic adventure games. That's pretty good. Let the bots stream in. Yeah, that's right. We have no rules. Post whatever you want in the graphic adventures Reddit. All right, that's enough of that messing around. I hope everybody's okay with that. I just don't understand. I don't understand Reddit is my main problem, and so I just gave up on it. But now we have our own Reddit with blackjack and hookers, so it's gonna be better, obviously. All right. What we should look at is there was one more thing we wanted to look at, wasn't there? Oh yeah, Google. So it used to be on when we released the game, you couldn't Google the game. I wanted to check if you can Google the game now. I haven't tried Googling it since. So Day of the Hamster Game comes up as Hamster Combat, which is obviously not the game. Here it is. And here, okay, yeah. These results are way better than they used to be. Oh, you even got reviews on the on there. That's good. Okay, yeah, it pretty much stops being about the game pretty quickly though. There's 2 playthroughs posted to YouTube. That's pretty exciting. I suppose I should click on the one that I want people to click on more, so it like trains Google. But there you go. There you go. Silly. Thanks. There you go. When Mike releases the tank game, he's going to make another subreddit called Piss Tank Games. Indeed, indeed. All right. Someone got a piss take on piss tanks. Oh, man. All right. Is there anything else I need to talk about? Anybody got any questions? / tanking the piss. Does anybody have any questions that you would like me to answer before I move on to back onto like making games instead of talking about how I made a game? And to be very clear, I'm streaming at this time of day because I don't have any work today. I lost I talked about this before, so I guess, and we edited out of the video, but yeah. I still have a job. I just don't have as much of a job, basically, right now. You forgot what I was doing? Nothing. We were just doing a statistics review and stuff like that. But this is basically like, hey, if you have any questions, feel free to post a question. Yeah, it's all right, Dragon Facts. I think I've got something lined up already, so we should be okay. But you know, it's annoying. Actually, I was thinking of, this is what I was thinking of actually doing is doing sponsored streams on Fridays if I don't fill in the time. I was thinking about doing some sponsored streams just to like make some extra cash, but I don't know if I need to do that. We'll see. I'm waiting to see if this job comes through. I got another contract to fill out some more time, so we will see. We will see. Oh yeah, ratings. I did say we'd take a look at the ratings of the game. Let's take a look at the ratings. Pretty sure there's no personally identifiable information here. So here we go. This is the ratings and reviews section of the dashboard. We got some really nice reviews. This one's from my wife. So I think she saw this one and decided that she needed to do a nice review for me, which is kind of her. I don't think this person knows how to play the game. I think that they probably should have posted a comment asking for help. But maybe they're right. Maybe it is shit. I don't know. It could be shit. I don't know. This person and this person, I will never know what their thoughts were, unfortunately. I wish they'd left a comment so I could like at least figure it out. But yeah, there's some really nice reviews here. There's a lot of people that I know reviewed it, which is nice. And I appreciate that. But yeah, I think for people who actually left like a comment, for the most part, they actually had something nice to say. And the people who didn't have much positive to say about it, they didn't say anything. So I don't really know what they thought. This is the only one that I'm like, oh, maybe some people struggled with the metal detector section, but I don't know. Maybe they're just dumb. Like, I don't know. If they said like it was shit because blah blah blah, I could be like, oh, okay, yeah, I can fix that or something. But I don't know. I like the metal detector. People posting bug support in reviews is classic. Yeah, well, so far it's actually been really good. I think this is the closest to that. And I was thinking about, I'm pretty sure there's like just a button, right? I can just say, in fact, I probably have a Linux build here. I just didn't. There probably is one. Compiled. Okay, yeah, there's a Linux folder here. I don't know how this works, man. I'm pretty sure Samit shouldn't be there. It makes me nervous, like what else is in, like there's probably stuff in here that shouldn't be in here too. So I don't know, maybe I should just delete the Linux folder and I don't know, do another build so we get the Linux. We get a Linux build. For all you know, they're angry at the metal detector blueprint puzzle. Yeah, I have no idea what their issue is. Probably just spiteful haters. It happens. That does happen. I never talk about this on the main channel, but I've had some people send me some pretty horrible stuff. And I don't know why. Like, I don't know. I try and be nice and accepting and make a comfortable environment for people to hang out in. And I get weird stuff sent to me sometimes. So I don't know. I'm like kind of used to it, but also it's weird still. I also had some people, I probably shouldn't talk too much about it, but I had some people who used to be strong followers. They would follow a lot and like they would be very engaged. And then later on, they decided for no apparent reason to hate me. And I don't know why. So like, you know, maybe I did something to offend them, but I have no idea what that could be. Maybe I didn't answer an email. I have no idea. I have no idea. But like, and then sending threats as well. They sent threats to me. So I reported them and I was like, you know, this person's been sending me threats. But hey, strongly worded letter about your cybergenic ranger playthrough. I mean, that's fair. That's fair. That game was insane. Like that weird canvas. That canvas, that thing, it's awesome. Love it. There's a Starship Troopers GIF. I'm doing my part. Thank you. Yeah, I appreciate it. It really sucks. Can't think of a reason folks would be irked at you. I mean, I get it. Like, you know, you know, you don't go through life without having people be dicks. So I'm not new to it, but also it's confusing when it's somebody who's like they're so engaged and nice, and then suddenly they're like sending threats, like and telling people lies about you too, which is weird. That was a weird one. They're like, oh yeah, I won't go into any details, but like they were apparently I heard through like secondhand from other people that they'd been saying stuff. I'm like, really? They said that? Okay. And then yeah, anyway, I won't go into details, but it was weird. That was the weirdest one. That's happened to you as well, DC? Yeah, it happens. It happens. It's weird. I don't know. Anyway, all I need to do is click this this button here, right? In your store owning day, so you couldn't really run from it? Yeah, that sucks. That's rough. You have a huge amount of people who vouch for your character. I wasn't even that worried about that. Because, like, the reason it came back to me is because the people didn't believe it. And it's like, I got it secondhand. Nobody actually came and asked me because I don't think they felt like they needed to. But somebody was like, oh, did you hear about this? I was like, what? Anyway, I don't know. Maybe I feel a little bit more comfortable being a bit more transparent on the dev stream. But, yeah, I don't really need to think or talk about that much. We should have a Linux build now. I don't know how to, like, I'm not going to set up a Linux machine and test it, so if somebody wants to test a Linux build who has easy access, I don't want anybody to have to do anything, but if you're already set up to do it, I'll send a build. I'll make the build available. You have Linux stock? Okay. Do you prefer a zip or a tar or what? Any? Okay, I'll do zip, just to be on the safe side. Did Explorer just crash or something? What just happened? That was weird. Alright. You're excited? Yeah, I'll send it through. Let's see. What's the... Are you on Discord, or should I send it through the internet via Google Docs Drive? Hey, Pi, good to see you. Post it on Discord? Okay, I'll post it on Discord. I'll post it in the game dev channel. Hi there. Anyone who's interested in testing Day of the Hamster on Linux, please let me know how this goes. There you go. It's uploaded. Copy link address? Copy message link? There you go. Alright, that was easy. Thank you. I appreciate the help. I'll vouch for your character. Yep, he's a real character. Yeah. Look, I mean, you know, I'll roll with the punches. I'm okay. It's just weird. I don't know. I wish I knew what was wrong with the metal detector puzzle. Like, I wish I knew what upset this person. Because I would love to be able to talk to them and say, hey, how can I help? Like, what could make the game better? Because I want to make better games. But maybe the game's just not for them as well. Like, maybe they just don't play adventure games and they're like, oh, I don't want to do like 12 things to be able to use a metal detector. Not any minigame can be for anyone. Yeah, that's true. Not everyone is going to enjoy every part of the game. That's true, for sure. Alt W to win. Skip puzzle button. I thought about putting in skip puzzle button for the hamster maze, but I also thought, like, look, it's not that hard. And okay, so I mean, you want to talk about helping people through the game. Like, I'm very dedicated to that. Look at the, whoops, I don't think I'm supposed to. I don't know how much on it. Don't look at this page. I was trying to go to the actual page for the game. I don't think I showed anything private, but I might have. I'm not sure. Could have been a slide puzzle and be the same reaction. True. It could, yeah, there could be all kinds of stuff. Hey there, good to see you. I'm not gonna lie, I do appreciate being able to skip non-inventory combination and non-dialogue puzzles in point-and-click adventure games. Okay. Yeah, I mean, that's fair. So, I had this person ask a question about it. I was like, oh, okay, there's 4 items that can work. The real handle is missing and you need to substitute another item for it. Hopefully that helps. Think of things with long handles. And they're like, what are some things for the handles? I'm like, well, you could use, I basically said what you can use. You can use any of these items. They said, thanks for your help. Also, I'm a big fan of the game. I'm like, okay, cool. By the way, how to combine all the objects to make the metal detector? I didn't get back to them right away because I was like actually working at the time. So like, oh, okay, they've posted another message. And so I posted literally a tutorial on how to use the whole thing. And like how to get the correct model thing. And I was like, that'll help them get moving. Then they won't need to ask any more questions. The metal detector doesn't work. Make sure you use the correct thing. Okay, thanks. How do I get the byline? There's a okay, blah blah. The literal solution to the game. And then they asked more questions. I don't know why this one got deleted. Actually, I didn't delete anything, so I'm not sure what happened here. Maybe they self-deleted it. I don't know. So I gave them. I typed this in. I'm still working at this point of the day as well. I'm like, look, here's the solution for the maze. From memory, how did you recall that? Because I did it like 28 times. I did 100. I did it a lot of times, Sonneveld. And I did all the variations that I could think of. And like by now I can visualize like the important parts of the map easily. At the moment, it's still fresh in my mind, so I just was like, this is what I need you to do. By the way, I love your games, but also can you play them for me? Yeah, basically. Good middle ground is, I suppose, skip if that appears after a while, or if someone got stuck. Yeah, I tried to put stuff like that into the sandwich game. I was like, if somebody tries to get the eggs from the chicken coop like 4 or 5 times, it will tell them, I think I remember there's some sausages in the fridge, to like help them like move forward a little bit. Anathema was streaming the game and waiting for my replies. That would be pretty funny, actually, if that was true. I hope it's not true. This part was hard. Actually, this was the hardest part. Was like the lights out puzzle. I couldn't tell them like an answer because like I don't know what their setting's gonna be. Hey, G-Funk, good to see you. Good morning, I think. Back to date night, but congrats. Date night, DC. Congrats, DC. Have a good date night. Enjoy that. Happy birthday for last week. Thank you. Thank you. Linux build works? Nice. So should I just upload it like that, or do I need to do something to the archive first, or is it just like fine? Because I'm not a Linux native. I haven't tried Linux as a desktop for like over 10 years. So yeah, I don't know. Oh, it's 8:40 p.m. in San Francisco. Oh, good evening then. Good evening. I have no idea about time zones still to this day. But yeah, I tried to give them like the full details on the game, how to play it. There's basically that if you follow that thread, you have almost an entire walkthrough for the entire game. I don't know, I just ran the Vault file and it worked. Oh, nice. So it's already like got the correct, like it's already marked as an executable or whatever. It just works. That's amazing. Well, I guess I can upload it then, right? And we have a Mac build too, but I don't think Tony has replied yet with the actual final build, so I don't have it yet. Isn't today's stream technically day 2 as you started on day 1 last time? Did I already do a day 1 stream, everybody? I thought it was day 0. Maybe I did day 1. It's a good question, Pi. I don't know. Oh yeah, looks like it should be day 2. We should be on day 2. Whoops, that was my mistake. I thought we were day 1. Day 2. Done. There we go. We're going to get to that in a minute. Where did the... Oh, I got confused. I'm all confused now. I got too many windows open. All right. So you just need to upload a Linux build now. Day of the Hamster v 1.2 dash Linux. No, don't worry, Pi. It's all good. I'm fine. I'm doing fine. Yeah. We got some progress to make tonight on the game though. Got to do a lot of like thinking and planning and like character development sort of stuff. Like we got to design our characters. This is a Linux build. And this needs to go up with all the other 1.2. There we are. So we'll add the Mac one as soon as I get the final version. Do you want your name like linked anywhere, Stockwater? I can add a link to your Patreon or your Twitch page. How do I just go to your profile? There we go. You don't want to link at all? I won't link if you don't want me to. I can leave it blank like that. Name is fine? Okay, cool. I gotta actually update the credits and put these names in the credits too. We'll do that. Maybe not today, but we'll do that. Now we have a Linux download. Yep, so you can just download it. Okay. That's cool. All right. I think we're good. We are done. I can't believe I created a subreddit. That was kind of a joke, and now I've got a subreddit to worry about. Oh, that's good. That's good. I don't know what to do about this. This is a bit silly. We'll see how it goes, I guess. We'll see how it goes. Post other graphic adventures on here too. Like, is it called Devil's Hideout? Yeah. This game's coming soon. We'll post this on too. Create a post. What's it called? Just called Devil's Hideout. Post. There you go. Now we have an active subreddit. It's got like multiple posts in it. And the second most upvoted post is the coolest post ever. So, you know. What's the check marks mean? Approve? Like if I go to this page, like hang on a second. Thank you very much for the follow. I have anonymous follows on this channel. So like what's it? I don't understand what approve and not approve means. Like if I approve these, But like, what if I don't? I don't know. I don't know how to Reddit. I'm bad at Reddit. Let's not look at Reddit anymore. All right. Day 2. We gotta be productive a little bit today. Even if we don't do anything like that productive, we gotta be a little bit productive today. So we're gonna do, we gotta design, you know what? Can we uncheck that? There we go. Design characters. Oh no, like let's just name. No. How do I? What I want to do is develop character concepts further. Define rooms and maybe come up with some puzzles. Like come up with like room 1 puzzles or something. Like I just want to get my foot in the door. This is day 2. Yeah, you're right. Thanks Atreides. I'm just a dummy. I forgot that we already did day 1. How did the stats look like from last time? Oh, we just covered all of that, but good. Pretty good. So like overall, the impressions have grown to be similar to what they were. So this is the sort of similar time frame here. You can see like we were basically started out with half of the impressions. We grew to about close to equivalent. The views themselves are a bit lower still, but the sales, the payments is up, and the dollar value is up as well. The average price paid is also up, which is good. These are all good things, I believe. So yeah, not bad. Thank you, Pi. Thank you. Yeah, and this is the current graph you can see over here. This is like these 3 dots are those 3 dots from the first 4 days. So you can see like it did look like it was like slumping, but then it bumped again. This is very similar to what we saw with the first game. It's like, oh, okay, I guess we're done, and then suddenly it just bumped. Although it bumped a lot quicker this time than it did last time. Look at the difference between those bumps. So like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days, 6 days, I guess, and then on the 7th day it bumped. We bumped a lot quicker this time. Only 3 days in we bumped. So who knows? Maybe there's another bump coming up. You know, today or tomorrow. There might be another bump. Any news from the company last time? The Cool Math Games? No, they have not contacted me yet. I bump, you bump, we bump. That's right. So what happened, Pi, is I got reached out to by another crew. I'll spill the beans, I guess. I wasn't really planning to, but I will. I got another email. I haven't read it yet. So these people reached out. Their website's pretty slow for some reason. And they have a platform called Jump Pack, which I don't really see promoted on the front of their website. But this is a charity organization, so I don't know if there's any. Oh, there's Jump Pack. Buy for good, get the Jam Pack. Pre-order the first ever GFL Jam Pack, a game bundle created by GFL supporters to raise money for kids. Each Jam Pack purchase benefits 5 kids in our program ecosystem. Preview the pack below. So I guess I said it was Jump Pack, but I just realized it says Jam Pack. I just couldn't read. It's even highlighted. I don't know. I just couldn't read it. So yeah, there you go. Games and Games Plus assets. Developers from around the globe have united, collaborated, and competed to bring you this exclusive Jam Pack. So I don't know what this is about, honestly. I haven't really looked into this that much. I actually missed this when I looked at their page the first time. So yeah, they reached out to me, but I haven't heard anything from the Cool Math Games. As far as I can tell, this is like a non-exclusive request as well. They're not like asking me to sell it exclusively through their pack or anything. So yeah, I'd probably be more than happy to help support a charity. I just don't know this one. I haven't heard of this one before. Remember some streamers did charity events for Game for Love? Yeah, I've heard. I read about that on their website. I haven't really heard of them myself, so I might have just missed that. Man, I'm all over the place today. I'm sorry, everybody. My mind is a bit a scatter, I guess. Let's just go ahead and develop our main character concepts and stuff. So what we have at the moment is like a pretty loose idea, and I kind of want to just tighten it up a little bit. So here's our puzzle dependency graph, which obviously is very incomplete. And we want to tighten that up, but I also want to think about our characters a little bit more this time around. So like the last two games, we didn't really think about the characters that much. I had this like vague idea like, oh, Delphine's like a tinkerer and likes like, you know, can hack together anything. And then like Lucas, he's a computer guy and he just can, you know, hack the door. But like Lucas turned out to build more devices than Delphine did, although he was following blueprints made by Delphine. But he ended up having to like construct a bunch of stuff. And I wonder if like having a bit more stronger definition of like the character and how they work would be better. We obviously got to do the hamster maze puzzle and, you know, the hacking puzzle on the door itself. There's those things that we got to do, but I want to like dig a little deeper into the character development for this character at least. And so first of all, like I don't know, like if we're going to gender this character, like should they be a man or a woman, a boy or a girl? I don't know. Should they be non-binary? Maybe. I have no idea. In my mind, I guess I would like them to be. I don't really know what I want them to be. I don't really know what I want to be. I don't have any plan deeper than their name is Sierra, and I was like, well, that could be a code name, and therefore like Sierra is just like a cool code name. It doesn't have to mean they're gendered in any direction, really. I'm gonna drink some water because my nose is starting to get blocked and I don't know why. How's it going, chat? People in chat, I hope you're well. Okay, expanding the universe for Delphine and Lucas, but like real focus is going to be really creating a world for this character to live in. And this character is going to be the one that's most anchored in like something that like feels like a world. This is world building. We're basically, if you look at the objectives and goals for this and like what we talked about so far, we're just trying to do world building. We're trying to get our dabble into some world building and establish like a place for people to live and that kind of stuff. Systems integrated executing robustness robot assembly. Sierra, right. Good. So like, and then we had some ideas like, okay, here's some puzzles, right? So what I wanted to do here is I actually wanted to add a stealth segment. Moving around, avoiding view cones of dogs, leaving distractions, etc. So like there's gonna be some puzzling like movement through the game. Now this could be done as an overhead view thing, or it could be done as like a cinematic platformer style thing. We could do a couple of ideas here of how this one would work. I feel like the overhead one's the easier one to do, so we'll probably do that. But yeah, we'll see. We have a llama now. So it'd be pretty cool to drug the llama, I guess. That's something we want to think about. How about a reverse stealth segment where you have to constantly distract and get attention while something else moves and progresses? That's a really cool idea. It's a good take on it. I'm gonna just say no right away to doing that now, but I love the idea of it. The only reason I'm saying no is because, like, if you have to constantly make distractions, then you kind of like, you need to have a plan and execute a plan, and like, I feel like that adds one layer of complexity on implementation. And the hamster maze was like a pretty huge part of the last game, and we might be able to reuse bits of it for this, but I think it carries some risk. I don't know, of like, yeah, I don't know. It's more complicated. It's more complicated. Because yeah, and it probably matches more closely with what the hamster maze already does as well, which is like, in terms of like saving development time, maybe a better idea. But in terms of like, so this character, I kind of want them to be like, they're all kids, right? But this kid is like obsessed with like conspiracy theories and spying and death and stuff like that. So we're gonna have, this will be the first character that you'll see die in one of these games, and they will have, I hope, to add a lot of deaths, because their name's Sierra, and obviously the joke is that Sierra games, the characters die a lot, and the LucasArts games, they don't. That's the joke that I'm trying to go for with this character. So I want this character to like have opportunity to like get caught by the dogs. And they'll fake their death, and that's how they'll stop the dogs from attacking them, and they'll have to start again. You know, that kind of thing. Hey Team R&B, good to see you. Did you decide to continue using AGS as the engine? So just building off of it? Yes, I'm continuing to use AGS for now. My current plan is to use AGS for all 4 of these games, and after that I'll consider whether or not I want to move to another engine for another adventure game. The reason that I don't want to like move from it right now is because I'm like focusing more on like the game design side of things, and the engine is important, but I can sort of like sidestep a lot of issues if I just do stuff in this and just like work around the problems of AGS. And honestly, like the more AGS problems I have, the better it is for me to understand what I would like to change about it, and then I could maybe just work on the AGS engine instead of making my own, possibly. But yeah. Oh, it's bedtime for you, Adrian. Thanks so much for being here. I appreciate it. Have a great rest. I'll see you soon. Especially if you can prototype right away. Yeah, exactly. Like the fact that the engine already exists and it's well tested, it can deploy to Windows, Linux, and we have a way to get it to Mac. And what else is there? There's a few other things going on. So like it's got a lot going on, I guess, already. And deploying to web. So, you know, it's got a lot. Obviously I could make an engine that can do all that stuff too, but it's just more work. And if I was to do it, I probably wouldn't do an engine that loads like interpreted code and stuff like that. I'd probably just hard code everything because it'd be easier. Which would mean porting would probably be a little bit harder for some stuff, potentially, depending on how I build the engine out, which I think I'd be fine. I probably wouldn't have that problem, but you never know. Anyway. So like we have to like, what are your thoughts? What are your thoughts, everybody? I'm asking you all for your opinion. So I hope there's still some people here listening and I haven't complained too much today. Because that totally is a thing. I could have complained too much earlier. I feel like I did. And I'm sorry that I complained. I shouldn't have. But I want to know, like, who is it? Who is the Guardian? Like, I originally said babysitter, but then I was like, I shied away from babysitter as an idea. That's okay. I had you on mute. Oh, perfect. That's all right then. That's okay. Just joined, so I missed the complaint. Yeah, that's all right. I was just complaining about, like, everything. I was gonna try and summarize it. I went, oh no, I complained about quite a few things actually, not just one thing. So yeah, I won't summarize. I wasn't really like bitching, I was just like talking. Ken Williams analog? That's me. I just need to shave off the rest of my beard and just leave the mustache, and then I can be Ken Williams. So babysitter, parent, uncle, like who is it? I don't know. I want opinions. Is that not how you spell parent? Apparently it wants me to do parents. Whatever, man. You're allowed to have one parent, Google. Get out of here. I'm seriously asking for opinions. Should it be a babysitter? This is a person that we're trying to trick to let us to leave the house. We're not allowed to leave the house until chores are done. We got to trick this person. That's the puzzle. So, who are they? Who are we getting away with tricking? A parent, a babysitter, some other relative, government peoples? Maybe our parents that work for the government. You never know. The IRS people in Day of the Tentacle. Yeah, I kind of did want to have people like that in here, but I think that's not going to... I don't think we're going to do it. I don't think we're going to do it in this game. I mean, maybe. I don't know. I do want to do something like that, but, like, those guys... I don't remember if in Day of the Tentacle... The solution to those guys isn't really talking to them or doing anything with them, is it? You just, like, have to do stuff in another room. I don't remember if you have to do anything with them. How did you get there in the first place? It's our house. I'm sorry if you're asking about something else. But yeah, this all happens in our house. How old's Sierra, roughly? Teenager, 20s? Yeah, so probably, like... I want them to be... just young. I don't want to put an age on it. But if I had to put an age on it, I'd say anywhere between 9 and 19. Probably, realistically, maybe like 9 and 17 is probably the oldest that I'd allow them to be. They're supposed to be kids. Like, thinking of, like, the age range for, like, Stranger Things kids. That's the sort of aim. Yeah, the reason that it's a big range is because I want people to be able to identify and, like, not worry about it. Same with, like, you know, if I make the characters more androgynous and it's like I don't really refer to their gender too much. Like, Lucas is obviously a boy. Delphine, like, visually could be a boy or a girl. Like, you know, they're just who they are. And I think, like, that's fine. Like, if somebody looks at that character and identifies and they call it a boy, that's fine. You know what I mean? In canonically, she's a girl, but if somebody's like, oh, this guy's cool and I like when he does this and that, that's fine. Like, I'm 100% okay with that. Because that, like, it allows people to engage with it in the way that they want to engage with it. Versions of your character from the future in disguise. That's a great idea. Trying to prevent you to leave to stop a disaster happening. Wow. That's a cool idea. That was not on my radar, so that's interesting. Do you think, like, that makes sense as like this puzzle where you can you trick yourself from the future? Can you trick yourself from the future to say that you've done the chores so you're allowed to leave? That's kind of like the plan that I had in mind. Obviously, we'd have to change that a lot to make it fit. But that's a cool idea. I wonder if that's like too much storytelling or not. Calm the llama? Why not just kick the llama's ass? Yeah. Tie his age to the system clock. When the game gets played as retro, he's an old guy, moves slower, etc. That would be really funny if you had like imagine that, like, it would take a lot of effort to do all the character sprites, but you could like actually have your character age with time. And so if you play the game today, he's like, 7 years old or whatever, but you play it in like 20 years, he's 27, and like played in 40 years, he's 47. Like, imagine that. Oh man. Some of the puzzles would start to make very little sense. That's cool. I'm guessing they keep giving you chores, so you got to find another way out. 100 years and everyone's a ghost. Yeah. They're all just like decrepit skeleton ghouls. Like, why have you loaded this ancient game? The designer is almost certainly dead by now, unless something weird happened. Hopefully Scum VM's still around. Yeah, hopefully. I mean, 100 years from now, like, who knows, really, right? Like, video games as a medium, like, especially as, like, the kind of medium where if you cut it off of, like, home computers, and you start from, like, home computer era games, like, things have changed so much, and it hasn't been that long. It hasn't been 100 years yet. Older brother, sister, or babysitter, but who is family, so has more stakes. Yeah. Whoever it is, like, I need to have them be kind of distractible. So what if it's like... What if it's like an aunt who's watching TV? Like, they just want to watch their shows, AI robot guardian, you have to craft the perfect prompt to confuse it. Oh no. That's good. Yeah, that got me thinking, but I don't know if I can pull that. I don't think I can pull anything like that off. Let's say we go with an aunt who wants to watch TV shows. We're developing characters now. We're developing our characters a little further. This is good. So it's going to be trick aunt to think we've completed chores. Aunt is more interested in watching TV than thinking. So we need to get a we need to modify the chore chart to change where our name is. Aunt will notice if we change stuff, so we need a distraction. I'm just spitballing here, so I'm just trying to develop. We got to get somewhere with this today, so I can't just keep on thinking. I have to actually type stuff down. Plot reminds me of Normality just because Sonavella played it recently. I haven't played Normality yet. I haven't played it yet. It's on my list. I got a copy of it. It's been on my shelf for a while now, and I just haven't gotten to it yet. Art like the old Tom and Jerry, where you have where you never show the adult's face. I would do that if I had more time, because like I'd have to like draw a different background for that and all that other stuff too. Hey, Duke Donuts, great to see you. Hope you're doing well today. Yeah, if I could do like the like classic cartoon idea of like parents just legs and like hips maybe, that would be pretty cool, but I don't think I can pull that off. Or adults, not just parents, but yeah. Charlie Brown, where the adults sound like muffled trumpets. Yeah, maybe we could do that. I'm doing pretty good, thank you, Duke. I'm doing pretty good. I hope you're doing well as well. I don't know why, but my nose is getting really stuffy right now. I might go check, just make sure everything's okay in the rest of the house. You know, there's no, like, leaks or anything. I don't know. Get some more water. Maybe I'll get a fresh cup of tea, actually. I'm just thinking about the rest of this puzzle before I move on and do that. Heard about your panels. 1 of 9 panels conditionally accepted, 7 of which my submissions. And 1 of 9 conditionally accepted, 7 of which were your submissions. Oh, wow. Okay, cool. Nice one. Hopefully you get 1 or 2 more covered as well. That'd be great. AI ethics, the only one they bid on. I mean, it's a pretty hot topic too right now. So, and like there's a lot of people using AI in their streams, like more and more. So yeah, that's awesome. You got declines on the other 8. Oof, that's rough. Well, hey, 1 out of 9 is not bad. 1 out of 9 is still better than nothing. Yes, that's good. That's good. Hot topic, and probably not many others submitting ideas about it. Yeah. Nice one. Man, I should have submitted some panel ideas. And then maybe I could go. We need to modify the chore chart to change where our name is. Aunt will notice if we change stuff, so we need a distraction. What if we did like, we have to... Every single time I think of a puzzle, the first thing that my brain is thinking of is like, oh, you have to make something to do to do something. So the first thing that came to mind here, and I don't know if I want to do this, but hey, Gods of Plenty, good to see you. The first thing I thought of here is like make a remote control and change the TV/channel so Aunt has to change it back. And while distracted, swap the names. Maybe that's something we could do. And then, like, yeah, so look, maybe we don't make a remote, but like we need to like steal it, maybe. We've got to come up with some way of doing that. I'd love to have you on panels, but I imagine flying to US, TwitchCon or other cons here would be a bit tough, though. Yeah, it would be tough, especially at the moment. Yeah, I need to figure out... Someday, I definitely want to go soon. I want to head over there soon. But I don't know if it'll... It won't happen this year. I have my doubts about it happening this year. Maybe sooner than later, though. Like, ideally, like, I want to do a bit of traveling over there, like, say, for a week or something. Hit a few spots, and then have my family come over for a couple of weeks. And then, when they head home, like, maybe I stay for another week or 2. And then visit some more people. But yeah, it'll be pretty tricky to plan a trip like that because I need to like make sure I've got all the money issues sorted out and all that kind of thing. So, but yeah, it's something I can like start planning on doing soon, I think. Yeah. Okay, so then once we've done that, we have to trick our siblings. So we have like an older brother or maybe a younger brother. I don't know. Yeah, sibling. Hey there, Duck Admirer. Good to see you. Sibling who is going to Dob. I've already written this somewhere, haven't I? I feel like I wrote the word Dob. Oh, here it is. Yeah, I wrote that here. Sibling who is going to dob on us if we leave the yard. Calm llama to get past them to a section of the yard to get items. So what's the item that the sibling wants? Anybody have any ideas about the item that the sibling might want? What's the final game in Day of Trilogy called? It's called Day of the Redacted. Dob, D-O-B, Dob. It's like, it's tattling. It's, snitching, Atreides. Yes, Doc Admirer. It's called Day of the Redacted because this character is obsessed with conspiracy theories. And they see themselves as, like, you know, an investigator, a spy, you know, whatever. So like they're an investigator. They're invested in investigating. Hooked already? Nice. So yeah, this kid is like the third kid in the series. Their name is Sierra, and they're going to be obsessed with conspiracy theories and death. The death part is just a play on like the Sierra thing, and so I want them to fake their death multiple times throughout the game. So the player will be like, oh no, my character died, and then they'll be like, haha, I was just faking it. Maybe that'll be a solution to a puzzle. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Maybe he can find out where the hamster ended up. Maybe. So they're going to dive on us if we leave the yard. There's a llama in the yard. We have to get past them to a section of the yard to get an item. So what's the item going to be? So what's the thing that if we get it, our sibling will be happy to let us go? Like, basically the sibling can't get past the llama, and we need to get past the llama in order to something. So like, we have to pacify the llama. Play-Doh on the arm, so when they take his pulse, there's nothing. Wait, what? You mean to fake their death? That's great. What would the item be that the sibling needs? And what would their sibling be? Like, you can't, I mean, I guess we could just say, hey, big bro, or hey, little bro, and then that'd be it. We don't need to name them. And then, like, their name is just Lil Bro. So the art budget's already like tripled, by the way. We have an aunt who we have to animate. Oh right, and we start out locked in bedroom by devious sibling. Unlock window. Construct rope to climb out window. Climb out. Get caught by aunt. And returned indoors. You shouldn't be out here. You have chores to do. Something like that. So I played Day of the Hamster, 10 thumbs up. Yo, Draforan, thank you for the 10 thumbs up. That you must have severed the hands of 9 other people. Or something. Oh wait, I guess not 9, because you get 2 thumbs per person, right? So yeah, four other people's thumbs have been removed. Which is great. Very nice. I'm glad you liked it. I'm glad you liked it. Did you have any feedback? Any comments? Something I could learn from for the next one? So we got to calm the llama to get an item. I think, like, since there's no suggestions, I'll just come up with something random. Feedback. When is the next chapter? As soon as I finish it. We're started working on it right now, actually. So I'm just trying to flesh out, like, the puzzle system, like the flow of the game a bit. What I realize that I'm doing right now is I'm actually avoiding the dialogue thing, which I wanted to work on dialogue as well. So we need to have dialogue. So we need to... If we don't do dialogue for this, that's fine, I guess. But for this one, we absolutely have to do dialogue. So engage in dialogue to convince Lil Bro to let us leave if we get them something. They, the only thing that will work is game system. Is llama a Minecraft reference? It's not, but I just thought it would be funnier than a dog. Was the main reason. Welcome to Game Dev Life. I loved your new game. When's the next one? Yeah. Oh man. Here's a question for everybody in the chat. Everybody in the chat, if you can hear my voice, this is like a legitimate poll that I want answered. If you saw the Day of the Hamster on Steam, assuming that you haven't already got it, would you buy it on Steam? And if so, name your price. Assuming you've never seen it, like, yet. You know, you just saw the trailer, and you're like, yes, I like that kind of game. Would you buy it on Steam, and how much would you pay? And this is where we find out if people were actually paying attention. DC Bueller answer? What? So if it was not available for free already on itch is basically what I'm asking. Like, should I set up, you know, because like originally I didn't think the game was going to be big enough to sell on Steam. I just thought it was going to be too short, but like it feels like a decent sized game. It could work. $5 to $8, $5 or less. If your game was on Steam, like per chapter or for all chapters, never open Steam. That's fair. The question is more on like, how about if it was on Steam, how much would you pay for it, I guess? But yeah, I get you. Just for Day of the Hamster, Draforan. Maybe I throw in Day of the Sandwich for free with it. $4.99. Interesting. Buy it on GOG for $5 USD, of course. Not fake Australian dollars. Yeah. Yeah, real money. I don't know. Like, originally I didn't think it was worth putting on Steam, but after seeing people's playthroughs, I'm like, oh, actually, it might be worth it putting it on Steam. So engage in dialogue. So first you must engage in dialogue to convince them, and then you can, you know, do that. And now we have a reason to go past the llama to collect the game system. So that they will say, I can't play it because llama is angry, or is upset. Angry. I'm gonna say angry. And I can't get past. What was the kickback from the first game on itch? It was that much. In US, these are all in US dollars, all the values on this page, except for I think this one. So then we have to calm the llama to get past them to get to the item. So how do we get past the llama? Do we talk to the llama? Maybe have a dialogue with the llama? I think the dialogue with the sibling should be enough. Maybe have a little bit of dialogue with the aunt as well. Maybe not dialogue with the llama. Maybe we just have to... maybe the llama has something stuck. What does llama feet look like, by the way? Maybe they have something stuck in their toe that we have to extract. Whip the llama's ass. Well, we can make that joke for sure. Llama has, let's say it's a pebble stuck in foot. Must be extracted with T-Rex reaching grabber thing. You know what I'm talking. Everybody knows what I'm talking about when I say the T-Rex reaching grabber thing, right? Everybody knows what I mean. Ask the llama if it's an alpaca. What would it do? The llama got hit by lightning and has amnesia. Forklift? Yeah, that's right. Oops, I didn't mean to close that. T-Rex grabber thing. This bad boy. Because I get them mixed up. Yeah, I think that's funny. I think it's funny because they're basically, to me, they're the same animal. I don't know the difference. Wait, lightning's a Winamp reference? I didn't know about whipping the llama's ass. I don't know about lightning. I heard sounds out in the kitchen. I'll be right back. Enjoy looking at pictures of T-Rex grabbers. Sorry to leave you for so long. Hey there, esports. Good to see you. It's gonna be bad when it turns out to be a kitchen fire and the house burns down. No, it should be right. Everything should be okay. Oh, of course, Pi. Sorry, you're right. Yeah, the lightning bolt. Of course. That makes sense. Took me a while. Maybe the llama could be called Lightning. Maybe that could be the name of the llama. Hey, good to see you, a Maple Mystery. Welcome in. We're waiting for the big announcement. It's the 7th of June right now. Is our IGN news out yet? IGN Live, it's called, right? IGN Live. June 7th till 9th. Have I missed it? I can't see it. These are images, so I don't think I can search. It's there. I just have to look better. The problem is there's too many words and I can't read, so... Did I like skim past it and miss it? Oh, there it is. I found it. I found it there. The Crimson Diamond, June 7th. I found it. Hey, Kitticos Dragon. Good to see you. It's going okay. How are you going? IGN.com/live. There it is. Exciting. I think you mean deliberating, Kinnikos. You're deliberating playing through Duke 3D and DOSBox to show off the SC55 emulator some more. Oh, interesting. You're freaking out a little. I don't blame you. I don't blame you, Julia. That's got to be nerve-wracking, but exciting at the same time. I can't wait to hear the big news. Give us an you can't give us an exclusive because the exclusive is on this page, right? I was gonna say give us an exclusive, but we can't get an exclusive. You're gonna be fine. It's super exciting. It's super exciting. Don't worry about it. Hey, a raid. Look at that. We got a raid from Bork 1014. How's it going today, Bork? You want to know where it was today with Crimson? Yeah, that's pretty exciting, right? Bork, thank you very much for the raid. What's up? We're just taking a look at the IGN Live website because a Maple Mystery jumped in the chat to say hello, and I immediately gave the fourth degree about when we're going to hear news about the Crimson Diamond. It's supposed to be today. Well, it's 7th for me. I don't know if it's 7th for you yet, but it's 7th for me. Pretty exciting. It's right here on the page. The Crimson Diamond. So we're going to hear some big news on the first day of IGN Live. So, yeah. How was your stream? What were you up to today? What were you playing? You were playing Thief, The Black Parade, Part 8, Jaws of Darkness. Thief, The Black Parade? Interesting. I live in the future. Yeah, I do. How was the news? Yeah, I mean, you know, it's all good in the future. Everything's great. Oh, it's a fan-made mission for Thief. Oh, that sounds awesome. That would have been a good time. Thank you again for the raid. Absentia Coach, I really messed up. Absentia Zu... Hang on, let me try again. Zuicodl? I'm sorry. I know I said it wrong, but thank you for joining the raid too, Absentia. Abby is fine. I know, but I like saying full names. I like saying full names when I can. Thank you, Abby. The Black Parade is a fan-made prequel for Thief Dark Project, apparently. Yeah, I think I've heard of it, actually. I think I have heard of it. I was going to check it out, and I didn't. I should probably check it out. Oh, it's Shiacodl. That's how you say the X is like a she sound, huh? So it's like a Shiacodl. I got it now. I won't remember that, but I'll try. I'll try. Will it be streamed IGN Live? I don't know. There's tickets, so... I don't know. There's also T2X, which is fan-made sequel to Thief 2 Metal Age. Oh, really? I don't think I've heard about that one. It'll get streamed? It should, yeah. It should. I can't wait to hear the announcement, though, Julia. I'm excited for you. We're all very excited. Also, if you want to check out other dev streams doing graphic adventure game development, you can go check out A Maple Mystery, working on the Crimson Diamond, an EGA text parser adventure game set in... It's not called Outback Canada, but the rural Canada. There you go. Is it rural? Is that right? Rural Canada. In a place called Crimson, Ontario. And if you go play the demo, it's actually awesome fun. It's a really good time. There's a lot of little secrets and things you can find in there too. So yeah, go check it out. You're working on the key art right now? That's awesome. Yeah, we've been watching the key art progress as well. Doing very well. The line art's getting really, really solid. I see it on YouTube, but I'm out on Twitch. Oh, interesting. Live in 15 hours, June 8th at 6 a.m. I'm going to be asleep when it goes live, but, you know, we'll see. We'll see. Scheduled for June 8th. Well. That's exciting. So anyway, T-Rex grabbers, that's what we're going to use to provide medical aid to the llama, who's going to be named Lightning. There you go. We got to calm the llama to get past, but to do that, there's a pebble stuck in the foot, and it must be extracted with T-Rex reaching grab a thing. There you go. So I think that's pretty good. That's a pretty good solution. Once we get past, we can once pass. All right, somebody help me out here. Is it past or is it past? Help me out. I don't know. This is the kind of thing I should know. I was educated in writing and I don't know. I'm going with double S. Thank you. Is Mike an adventure game tycoon now? Well, we've only made made and released 2 adventure games so far. So once we get the 3rd one out, we might be on the way to tycoon levels, but I think we need a 4th one to be a full tycoon. Oh, it's RSED. That's probably what I should have. But yeah, once passed, we need a little puzzle to get the console. Maybe. Just something like to annoy the player one more time. Give Lil Bro the puzzle, the game system. And now we can go over the fence into the junkyard to deal with the dogs. So what's going to happen when you get over there is we'll have like an overview screen, and you get to walk around a little bit, engage with some stuff. There might be some stuff there like dog treats or something like that that we can like get through puzzle means. So let's just type that down. Maybe there's some puzzly way to get some dog treats or squeaky wind up toys. I know how to type. Wind up toys that make distractions, etc. And we're gonna add a stealth segment, basically. So it'll be like top down view. Dogs have headlamps for some reason. To show view cones. Player needs to guide Sierra through I don't want to use the word maze, a series of passages all alike, whilst deploying distractions to lure slash distract pause. Hang on, wait. Pause. Doggos. Once through the passages, final escape from yard via, I don't know, codes? Okay, here we go. I got an idea. Okay, so sleeping guard will respond to certain cues and let's say via dialogue system, and will awake if wrong prompts are used, and set back player with right cues. The guard will mumble the passcode to doorway. Once player gets through door, game ends. There will be more puzzles added as we evolve the design or change things, etc. There we go. Series of complicated hallways, some with dead ends. Isn't Game Dev Tycoon an actual game? Yes, it is. I've never played it, although I think I own it a couple of times because of bundles and things. Need to come up with some sort of solid plan for Mondays that me and Bork don't suffer so much going through map 20 of Doom 2 under Hideous Destructor. And I already know I can't safely use my BFG without accidentally propelling Bork into long fall. Oh no. Oh boy. Get another shout out in there for Kinnikos as well. Obviously, everybody, if you want to go drop a follow for Bork and Kin, that would be very kind of you and helpful for them. And I'd appreciate it too. So why don't you do that? Why don't you go drop follows for them? Okay, so there you go. That's our outline. We've got a written outline, which is one of the things I wanted to do today. We didn't really develop the concepts of the characters further, but we did. I think we have defined what rooms are going to be required, and we haven't really defined the puzzles for room 1 yet. So we're going to go break out. We want to break out what the rooms are. We already know we have bedroom. We have front yard. Or maybe just do backyard, just to be on the safe side. Let's just do backyard. So climb out window. Obviously a second story. It's obviously a second story. So you know, second story. Story. Is that right? Story? Is a second story like that? Yeah, it's like it's no. A second story like that, right? Yeah. Anyway, second story, backyard. Do you reckon the backyard? You reckon they have a veranda in the backyard? A veranda, maybe. Hey there, Zai. Good to see you. And Pi, thanks for shouting out the Duke as well, and a Maple Mystery. Is the alligator grabber going to make a fun sound when you use it? I think it should. I think that's a great idea. It's a T-Rex grabber, though. Just to be clear, it's definitely a T-Rex grabber. That's going to be. Oh boy. So there'll be backyard. This will be long. I think, you know, maybe whatever. That's fine. To climb the fence to leave the backyard, I think we're gonna need to think about like perspective in the backyard a little bit here, because like the view I'm thinking of is like a long, it's just sort of side view that you walk through, and as you walk through it, like you've got like sibling on one side, let's say it's on the right, llama in the middle, game system on the left. Climbing the fence would have to be done behind the sibling, I think. And that way we don't need to like worry about doing a second screen for the backyard too much. We just have one long screen. Yeah, so then we have junkyard. This will be like the, I guess, like junkyard 1. Then there's junkyard. I'm going to use the word maze. It's not a maze. It's not like you don't have to solve a path. It's just, well, you do have to solve a path, but it's like not a maze, you know. It's just like cars stacked on top of each other that obstruct view so you can sneak through and get past the dogs by creating distractions and whatnot. And then there's junkyard 2, which is going to be the guardhouse and gate. And then that's it, you're out. Coming back, when you get into the backyard for the first time, you're actually going to get, the aunt will like come and grab you and say, you're not allowed to go in the backyard until you've done your chores. And so we're going to get brought back in. There's going to be, we'll call this hallway. The hallway will view into lounge / we'll just say views into the lounge. There will be like the notice board with the chores on it. Chores, chart, TV off to side, flicker lights to imply TV. We won't actually draw the TV. Then we can leave it up to the viewer's imagination as to like what kind of TV it is. It's a CRT in my mind, but it could be a modern television. And it'll also have stairs back to bedroom. Yeah, I think that'll work. Then I think that's all the rooms. I think that's all the rooms we need. to solve this. So I want the junkyard one to be like vertical scrolling, maybe. Sleep didn't go so well, so I'm back to making clip art trout, I guess. Very nice, Adrian. I hope your sleep goes better next time you try it. Oh, by the way, I did notice that you sent those messages before as well. The group chat. I haven't actually loaded it up to look into it yet, but I will. I got a little distracted this morning. I meant to get back to you, but I didn't. Also, the dev community meetup, I wanted to do that last weekend, or the weekend before even. I don't remember. When was my birthday? Yeah, no, last weekend. We'll have to do it this weekend. I just got too sidetracked, so I'll put it in the schedule on the Discord. I will try and reach out to everybody who responded to the query for interests, the registration of interest form. I'll try and reach out to everybody on that list in the Discord and let them know that it's on. Happy belated birthday. Thank you. Thank you. I turned 41. My son said, no, it's 39 because you start aging backwards once you get to 40. I'm okay with that. Yeah. Come up with like room 1 puzzles or something. Okay, yeah. I think we kind of really like what we've written out here. This is gonna basically, we're ready to start working on in detail on the puzzle dependency graph. But I did have this thing where I want to develop the characters some further. So I'm gonna say Sierra is a boy. This is a I'm making a decision. I just got to do it. So I wasn't sure if it was girl or boy. I'm just going to say boy, like 50-50 chance, basically. I don't have any preference. If somebody convinces me why Sierra should be a girl, maybe I'll change it. Sierra's a boy. This is a code name for them. This will come up in dialogue with aunt/bro, probably. Yeah, that's how you spell probably. Oh god, I don't know how the autocomplete works on the corrections with keyboard. Anyway, then we have Aunt Jenny. Anybody have a better name for the auntie? She's more interested in TV. She's older. She just wants to make sure your chores are done. Lil bro, we need a name for little bro. I think what name should we go with lil bro? Lil bro has like just a genuine normal name. Auntie Brick? Auntie Brick? Auntie Brick? I don't get it. Is that a joke? Bork was telling me I was so young, even though most of my pressing interest is 70s and 80s retro stuff. Well, your interests don't define your age. When you were born defines your age. so I guess it depends, Kinnikos. I guess it depends. Lil bro, what's Lil bro's name? We can't call him Lil bro all the time. We gotta call him something. And he's okay. So little brother, let's just call him Dwayne for now. It's not gonna be Dwayne. It's just a placeholder. Dwayne, Lil bro. No, it's not spelt like that. It's spelt like DW. Bobbin. No, so insists if your name is Sierra, then my name is The Rock. But also is a snitch. We'll dob for anything, anytime. So okay, like okay, I'm just gonna put cool name, and I'm gonna put need a better name, and yeah. Bobbin. Bobbin's a good name, except like how many kids are actually called Bobbin? I feel like that's a pretty rare name. Is it even a real name? I mean, it's probably not. It's probably just good for Loom. It's a good reference though. I'll think about it. Bobbin and Pippin. Llama is named Lightning. I wish I could type. I so wish. Llama is named Lightning. Is in pain and therefore angry. Dogs are named Rip and Tear. God is named Dennis. Anyhow, I gotta get to bed. Have a great stream, Mike. Hey, thank you, Bork. Have a good one. We already have a Lucas, Bork. Lucas is the name of the main character from the second game. Dennis has 2 N's. Oh my gosh. There you go. Have a good sleep, Bork. Which, by the way, if you haven't played my new game, it's called Day of the Hamster, and it's available on itch for free. And it introduces the character Lucas, this fella, and he is going to enjoy escaping this basement with his hamster, with the aid of his hamster. Has anybody in the chat not played this yet? And don't be embarrassed. You can say you haven't played it. I won't be offended. Nobody will be offended. We'll just be excited because then we can tell you to play the game. But if you have not played the game, let me know. I'm interested to know if you've played the game or not. You haven't played it yet? That's okay. Do you think you'll stream it, or do you think you'll just play it like offline? If you are a streamer. I haven't had time, being swamped with my work. No worries. Yeah, I understand that. Haven't played it yet, but I plan on it. Awesome. Yeah. If you do stream it, feel free to post in my Discord that you're going to be streaming it. I have like a dedicated channel for it, but I also have like a share your streams channel as well. But yeah, like at me if you're going to play it. If you do post it in my Discord, because I'd love to see people playing it. You plan to stream it, esports? Awesome. I can't wait. Hopefully I'll catch it live. I've only caught 1 live stream so far. The rest of them I've had to watch like after the fact, which has been slightly disappointing to me, but it's just like, you know, my time doesn't line up with things, so yeah. Haven't been streaming modern games. Yeah, that's fine. That's totally fine as well. I don't mind. If you want to play it offline, totally do that. Like, no pressure to stream it. I'm just excited to catch them when I can. Can anyone remember when FMM was a one-man streaming dev and not a 50-person adventure game mega dev house? What? Atari Beer Pong played it last night. I knew he was going to play it, but I also knew that it was going to be while I was asleep, and I haven't gone and checked the VOD yet, so I can't wait to see that. Only been streaming EGA. Yeah, there's no EGA mode in this game. It doesn't even have, technically it doesn't even have like a 256 color VGA mode, even though that's the aesthetic I was going for. I could totally like do it, but I just didn't do it. I need to do it. That would be, that's like always been the plan, has been to make it 256 color VGA style game, but I just haven't, I haven't gone all the way with it, because like by the time I get to the end of production, I'm like, I can't really be bothered doing that, so I just don't. But yeah, absolutely no pressure to stream it. I just want to hear some feedback from it, from people who play it. So far the feedback's been pretty great though. I'm really pleased to hear people are enjoying it. I think this part is like the most challenging part. The hamster section is probably the most challenging part, and it also is the one with like the least information to help you through it. So, but people seem to get through it So I don't know. I guess I'm okay with that. Whoops. Okay, so that's fleshing out the you know, that fleshes out the game characters. So I think we can just say we've done that. Define the rooms. We've defined the rooms. So now we just need to come up with the puzzles for room 1. I think we can probably do that. I'm using Figma still for dependency graph creation. My thoughts on this so far is that it's great. I like using it. Lunacy has been proposed as an option. It's apparently an open source version of it, basically. Oh, you've got the link? How long did he take to play it, do you know? Because if it's like short, then maybe we could watch it on the stream and review it together. No idea. Yeah, that's fine. When was this stream live? I'm trying to see. It just says yesterday. It doesn't really tell me when. 3 hours ago. Okay, here it is. Doesn't say how many hours ago. Did a variety stream. Very nice.
I need to get a few things for my adventure. I'm gonna need my metal detector.
Hey!
What was that? What's going on?
He's playing it.
Whoa! It sounds like the cat is chasing Cryo. Lockdown.
You should capture the time to play other streamers and add a table in the game somewhere.
Hey, Harley Morgan.
What, like update the game with play lengths for each streamer?
What a mess. 404 exit not found.
Make an Eric the Bee text adventure.
It looks like Cryo is trapped.
There's also
in the
buckets. A bucket's progress. A bucket's progress? Oh my god.
It's locked behind him, so the cat can't cause any more trouble.
The intro is like the intro is like exposition heavy. I regret that.
Hamster maze.
I wish I could have like streamlined the intro a little bit.
I need to use the computer to unlock the door. I'll take notes in my notebook. Day of the Hamster version 1.0.
It's actually version 1.2 that he's playing probably.
Or take them. Right click
I assume,
on things to look
because that's the latest version. I forgot to update the text for the version number.
I'm liking that. And straight away, just even from this,
intro's way too long. Yeah.
Early moments, having played Day of the Sandwich, I can already feel and see that Mike's put just so much. There's way more going on in this game, even so. Like the music is amazing. The music's really good.
Yeah, Jay did a great job on the music.
And I think that in Day of the Sandwich, we got to come down to this basement, but it didn't certainly looked a bit different, I think.
It's a different basement, but that's fine.
And it's got some certain look about it and references to Day of the Tentacle and possibly Maniac Mansion. We'll see. Our main character looks a bit like Marty McFly. Their name is Lucas. Seems quite happy. Oh, and sorry, I didn't mean to click out of the game. That's not what we want to do. We have it in windowed mode right now. Let's have a look at what's around us. Now, Lucas...
Oh, you thought it was a recorded voice?
The door with the
I haven't put any voice acting in it. I wanted to, but I didn't.
No doubt we'll want to maybe take with us.
He has an ST, but he's not playing it from that, no. I didn't port this to the ST. That would be pretty cool if I did.
Okay. The cookies are
Hey, no worries, Ken. Good luck with the updates.
Can't get the key until they're gone. Well, it sounds like we're gonna have to break the cookie jar to get to that key. Or maybe you have to take the shovel and break it. Maybe they have to take the shovel. We got inventory. What's in here? A screwdriver. Oh, that's a handy thing to have.
All right, I'm gonna have to watch this offline because it's probably gonna be a long playthrough.
Doctor Who would agree. Notepad. Ah, okay. We have a quest log. Interesting.
Let's see.
So
Still
this is
going?
to-do list. Unlock the vault door.
So like 2 hours in, still going. Gee,
Rescue
I hope I
hamster
didn't upset anybody.
from tube. Get data cable from maze.
3 hours.
Recover hamster hatch key from cookie jar. Yeah, this is also, I don't know, as far as quest logs go, I'm trying to remember, did DotH
Is this
have
a DNF?
quest log like this? I think it did. I'm trying to remember now. I think it did have quest log like this. I'm trying to remember now. It has been that long since I played it, but I'm having a moment where I'm trying to remember stuffs. Oh, and there's even
okay. Maybe
built-in
they did
hints.
finish.
That's cool. We won't be looking at those right away. Try to avoid looking at the hints, not spoil it for ourselves. Okay, let's have a look at that. So,
Waiting for the DOS port.
rescue hamster.
I'm gonna jump ahead. Just I want to see how they might have gotten stuck with ABP might have gotten stuck. I think with one of the tricks that I played. Yeah,
We'll
they're still stuck because they didn't find something.
I'll roll Twitch ads, reset ads for the hour.
I'm actually.
We'll come back and.
I don't think they got how to use the metal detector. I don't think they got the
might
full.
have to, it might be that we only do this
info.
game tonight, and we'll try.
Come back here. It makes me feel bad if they didn't find what they were looking for. Jump ahead a little bit here.
I swear I heard a bloop. Oh, and there it was again.
Oh man.
Okay, let's try digging in this spot.
Oh no. Okay. Yeah. Poor Atari beer pong. That's okay. There's actually like a really obvious clue in the game. I don't know how to make it more obvious. I feel bad, but I don't know what to do about it. I'm looking forward to hearing back from ABP actually. Get the full skinny on how it all went. I'll just skip the dialogue for the intro so we can get to the part of the game. Yeah, I tried to streamline the game a lot more with like dialogue hints, but I think people don't always read them. If I had voice acting, it would probably help a lot. So the first thing, if you try and go through this door, it'll say, locked. I need the brass key, I capitalized. It was lost in the storeroom. So like, it's pretty much telling you exactly what to do and where to look for it. Once you know about the thing, which I won't spoil, but yeah, you could see what ABP was doing, and he was doing it in this room instead of the storeroom. I think if he went in the storeroom, he'd be getting a clue a lot quicker. Unfortunate. Anyway, I'm gonna leave that alone for now. That was interesting though. I'm gonna watch the full playthrough. It looks like it's a long one, and it looks like they didn't finish. So I'll have to send an apology. If need a voiceover in English with Slavic accent, I'm up for it. Nice. We'll see. We'll see. I don't know yet. I don't know. Is anybody playing? Oh, by the way, we did add the category now too. The category is added. So I think we looked at this last time. We now have the Day of the Hamster category. I don't remember if I told about this or not. So far, nobody's streamed with the category because it took a while to get the category approved. But, yeah. There's no videos or clips or anything because nobody's actually streamed with the tag yet. But there you go. It's there. Afrikaans translation of the game. I mean, I am interested in maybe doing some translations, so we'll see. For now, I just want to get the Mac version live. We've got the Linux and Windows version. I'd like to get the Mac version live as well. Pretty exciting though. Pretty exciting. All right, back to doing actual work. Come up with like one room puzzles or something. Oh, room one puzzles. Right, yeah. So we were just about to I was talking about Lunacy, that's what it's called. Which I haven't tried yet, but I will look at moving over to that sometime. For now, we'll just stick with what's this one called again? Figma. So basically, wake up from a nap in bedroom, climb out the window, and get caught by babysitter. So we'll just change this to Aunt. I forget. Did I say Jenny? I think I said Aunt Jenny. So we could fill this out fully. I just want to think about the bedroom though. So you won't be able to leave the bedroom, and we're gonna have you can't leave. You're stuck in. Much like you can't get out of the basement. You're just stuck in, right? Let's see. Can I... Oh, God. I didn't mean to do that. Oh, God. Just wanted to do this. Figma made it hard. Okay. Just move all this stuff over here for now. No. Undo. Whatever. Here. So once we get out of the window, it'll flow into the rest of the game. So how do we get out of the window? The window's going to be locked. The window's going to be jammed. We'll say it's jammed and not locked, and then we need to oil it. We need to oil the window. Oil? I don't know. Like, the window's jammed. Do we oil the window to get out? And if so, why do we have oil in the room? It's a bedroom. A boy's bedroom. Why would there be oil in there? I don't know. So, let's see now. Unjam window. Fix the portal gun to bypass the window. Yeah. Just like make it extra complex. Unjam window. Okay, so what? How do we unjam the window? Use. Let's see. What if we use a lever instead of? Do you know GD script? Because I need help. I'm not super familiar with GD script. I've only done a tiny bit of it. So maybe not droid. Maybe not. I experimented with Godot for the last, actually the game before the last game, and I switched over to using C++ instead. I just made my own engine instead of using Godot. He has an old PJ sandwich. Use it as lube. Oh, okay. Yeah, using mayonnaise as lube or something on the window to like unjam it. That's an interesting idea. Good luck. Good luck, droid. Good luck. I like the idea of using condiment. How do you spell condiment? I don't want to spell that wrong. Fancy name for sauce. Condiment. Use condiment to lubricate window. And then we need to use a lever. Use a... What should we use? What kind of lever should we use? A stick? A hockey stick? I guess if we use a hockey stick, we can reuse the asset. Mayo, exactly. Maybe he's a mechanical nerd who has WD-40 hidden in a drawer. Maybe. I think I like the idea of a sandwich condiment being used as a lubricant. I almost feel like there's another game that's done that too. I feel like there might be a game where like mayonnaise or something was used to lubricate something. I have a feeling. Oh, Canada. If I reuse the asset, that's awesome, right? That saves me some effort. I should think about reusing assets more. And I feel like it's now an option as well, because like with the first game, all those assets were kind of like really, really rough. The second game, I put a lot more effort into polishing them. Well, not a lot more, but a bit more effort into polishing them. So now they feel like reusable. The first game, not so much. I could maybe reuse one or two things from the first game. Use condiment to lubricate window. Use a hockey stick to open the window, and that will unjam the window. Open window. These two things are kind of like the same thing, but we'll just leave them inlined. And then, so what's going to happen next is we're going to have, I feel like they need to be all the same font size, but I don't. That's roughly right. Day of the already used assets. Okay, so then we have, right now, they're just items, right? How do you get these items? Are there puzzles to acquire the items? I feel like the hockey stick should just be there. And probably the condiments. I mean, maybe we just have to. Maybe that's hidden under the bed, right? Yesterday's sandwich hidden under the bed, maybe. So we'll have like look under bed, find sandwich. Okay, so now we're getting somewhere. Now this is still very linear, and I would like it to not be so linear. So we'll have to think about some other puzzles. But why can I not connect the dots? Okay, that's fine. I just want them all to be lined up perfectly. There's probably a shortcut in this tool to line things up perfectly, but I don't know what it is. All right, so we have a linear series of events. And if we connect it here, we ought to be able to connect it up to there. Now we have our linear events for our puzzle dependency graph. Slips on the mayo and flies out the window. Right. Actually, before we can go out the window, we need to create a substitute rope to climb. So how are we going to do that? We're going to tie together our bed sheet and something else. Pajamas, maybe? Get PJs. Get bed sheet. get... I feel like using a flag from the wall, and if we put a flag on the wall, the flag has to be like a country, and then that locks it to a country, a specific country, and I kind of like, I've been so far able to avoid where this is set. Like, it could be Canada, it could be UK, it could be USA, it could be Australia, it could be, I don't know, it could be anywhere, right? Maybe not anywhere, but it could be many places. So I don't want to put a flag on the wall, but a flag's a cool idea. Maybe I can, maybe just a FMM flag, yeah. Rope, week's worth of socks. How many socks do you wear a week, Atreides? Do you change socks multiple times a day? Or do you just wear one pair of socks all day? Because I personally wear one pair of socks all day. And some days I go without socks. Because I don't put shoes on or whatever. But yeah, that's only like 14 socks individually, right? And I don't think 14 socks is very long. Especially after you've tied them together. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm supposed to wear multiple socks a day. I think we need one more thing to like make the rope long enough to climb down. What if it's like an actual piece of rope? He's a boy for now, so make him a grubby teenager with dirty laundry pile. You can find PJs or pants hidden in it. Yeah, that's basically what I was thinking, is like the PJs might be just in the laundry or on top of the laundry basket, because like he can't be bothered opening it to put it in the laundry basket. Yeah, so we'll tie the PJs together with a sheet and then tie the sheet to the bed, and then we just need one more thing. I think we just need one more thing. Let's go with a rope. No, a rope. We'll put a rope outside, and we can use the rope to climb the fence. Let's see now. How about... Sports pennant. Is that what it's called? Pennant? This sort of stuff. What's this called? It's pennant, right? It's double N. Okay. Okay. So put that in there. Whoops. Double N. Okay, so we got to get those things. Now there could be puzzles to getting some or all of these. I think the sports flag is probably the only one. The sports pennant is probably the only one. That might need we might be able to add puzzling to. Whoops. Control Z. Control Z. All right. There we go. So all these tie together and become the substitute rope. So then we have tie rope to bed. This will happen with a fade to black cutscene because that's cheap. Whoa, what did I click on? What? Whatever. Okay, wait. These two things do combine into that, actually. Cool. So yeah, this is looking a little bit more complex. There's like, it's got some more like stuff, but I think we need to probably work a little bit harder on puzzling this up a little bit more. We need a little bit more. I want the player to be stuck in this room for a little while. A pirate flag's a really good idea, Invisible Dot. I love it. We could change this to a pirate flag. That's a really good idea. I like it. I want these to line up perfectly. Near enough. So look on a bed, find sandwich, use condiment to lubricate window, use hockey stick to open, lever open window, unjam window, open it. So this is like basically the same thing. So we go from here to here. There we go. All right. So we climb out, we get caught by Aunt Jenny, and we have to convince them. Then we get brought inside. I think we'll just say, I just want to like clarify here. I want to put a note to clarify. Which I think in the other one I was just doing notes like this. So let's just grab like this orange note here. We'll paste it in. We'll just say note. Player is trapped in bedroom because sibling tied. That's not how you spell sibling. 1B. Tied a rope to bedroom door and it's not possible to open. We won't know that, but I guess we could, when you click on the door, we could cut away. We could do a cutaway to that shot. Maybe. We'll see. But that's why you have to go out the window. You have to go out the window because you're stuck in the room. The density of this is not nearly as dense as this is, but it will probably become more dense, or equally dense at least. I haven't heard my kids come home yet. It's very quiet out there. And it's getting late. And so I'm expecting them to be home like a while ago. But I haven't seen them yet. Oh, okay. I think I just heard them, the door actually. So they've probably just gotten home. So I'll stop soon. Because I haven't eaten lunch today either. I sort of started this about the time I probably should have started eating lunch. Okay, there you go. That'll do. Look, this is not the complete... I don't think this is going to be our complete puzzle. But there's like... Basically, we have to acquire some items. Then we have to use those items to do certain actions. The hockey stick, we haven't really like written get hockey stick anywhere, but like each of these gets could be a puzzle. I think the hockey stick will just be an item that you can just get. The rope, tie the rope to the bed, yada yada, away we go. So like we kind of done room one, like room one starting to feel puzzly. It's starting to feel like we're getting there. So that's a good start. We can do this. I think we define the rooms. So what we're going to do next time, let's plan. So when we come back next time, we know what we're going to do. This will be day 3. We can start plotting out the rooms, honestly. I think that's like honestly what we could start doing. Is like actually create some assets and start getting like some things blocked into AGS. So let's say create placeholder assets for each room. Begin planning more puzzles in dependency graph. Honestly, we probably should do like not put the cart before the horse. We'll do those in this order. So once we've got the puzzle dependency graph sort of plotted out, then we'll know like what to draw in the rooms, sort of make a bit more sense. Yes, a mad genius. We're doing game 4 today. We started it. You've been infected with game devitis, son. I'm proud. Thanks. I mean, this is honestly like probably on par with my normal game dev productivity. I just don't release games normally. But I have learned. I have to thank streaming for teaching me that it's okay to do things in public. Because before that, I really hadn't published anything. Like, I've made, like, several YouTube videos that never published, because I was like, I don't think people want to see that. And I've also done the same with games. I've made tons and tons of games over the years, so... yeah, I just, like, I'm a very creative person. I like to make things. But I don't necessarily... I never really felt the need to... Like, the creative process was enough for me in a lot of cases, and not so much like putting things out for people to see. Although putting things out for people to see is very important. I understand that. Always have. I just been too anxious, I think, to do it. Too nervous, too scared, whatever word you want to use. So, yeah. I always make stuff though. I've always been making stuff. That hasn't changed. Yeah, you're the same way. You have a large catalog of games you never saw the light of day. Some were bad, some never succeeded in implementing their mechanic. Others were just fun projects to implement a mechanic I thought of. Yeah, I like making stuff. I like exploring ideas. And then, like, yeah, that does get... It's easy to get stuck in your own head. I've even worked on projects with other people that haven't seen the light of day as well, which is a bit sad. I don't think that necessarily was all on me. I think it was just like collectively we just decided it wasn't the thing that we wanted to put out. But yeah. Anyway, we're on target for... This is not... Okay, so for 2 months... Let's actually update this date, because we released on the 31st. We released on the 31st 1 week ago. So if we were to say 2 months from then, this date would change from mid-July to end of July, basically. We're really looking at like August 2nd-ish. So let's just change this to August 2nd. If we're aiming for 2 month turnaround on this one. We'll see. I probably should like engage musician sooner as well, because the main thing, like the main reason I didn't release closer to the 18th was like I wanted to put music in the game and I hadn't organized it yet. So I brought it on myself with like, hey, I've got no music. I didn't feel confident to create the music, and so having somebody else do it was awesome. Especially in the time frame that Jay turned it around in. Jay was a legend with that. Should probably participate in more game jams, but that involves publishing things. Yeah, so I actually did participate in some game jams and also didn't put my games out. Like after I finished them, I was like, oh, I don't think it's very good, so I won't put it out. It's usually me being negative about myself. That is the reason that I don't put things out, to be fair. Like, it's not really... Like, you can call that anxiety or something, but yeah, it's usually because I don't like what I make. Which I will say, like, for Day of the Sandwich, I'm not happy about it. I don't like it, and old me would have just deleted it by now, but I'm just gonna leave it there. We'll leave it. You missed nothing, Kinnikos. We just did some game design. So it depends. I don't know. You missed a fair bit of game design. But things are going good. So if we were doing this, the 24th of August is no longer realistic. That has to get pushed back. I was thinking like a month and a half to do that, and that's not realistic. So we're probably actually talking like October-ish, sometime in October. Let's just change this to 24th of October. So wait, let me just come back to this. If this is August 2nd, maybe 24th. Maybe we just do 24th of September for that. If we target that date, then how does that impact everything else? Let's see the other dates that I typed here. So this is 31st of August for. That's probably realistic still. Maybe not. Maybe that has to wait till September as well. And then this changes to the next month as well. And then this date would be pushed back, what's that, like 2 months? There you go. So we're looking like a year from now for all of the Kickstarter stuff to be delivered. If the Kickstarter stuff goes ahead anyway. But the game should be out sooner. Oh, this March 1st should be pushed back. Yeah, something like that. We'll see. We'll see. Sounds very cliche, but you're usually your own worst critic. No, that's true. That's something that I've learned over the years as well. The thing is, like, professionally, like, if I go to my job and if I'm not happy with something, it doesn't really matter, because I'm getting paid to have the product of the work out and not to do something perfectly. So, like, I've learned to deal with that many years ago, like very early in my career. But like in my personal stuff, when I'm making something for myself, the idea of like having something that's actually good is like important to me. So yeah, I limited myself a little bit there. Like I still look at like Day of the Hamster. I look at that and there's a lot of stuff I'm not happy with visually, and like there's a lot like I wanted to do more with in terms of jokes and puzzles, and like there's a lot that's not in there that I wanted in there, and there's stuff that is in there that doesn't look the way I want it to look. But I'm just like, I have to let it go at some point as well. So I've gotten a lot better at it with streaming. Streaming has helped a lot, believe it or not. It's helped me a lot with like acceptance of like my own shortcomings, I guess. As weird as that might sound, I don't know. That's why outside input is always valuable asset. Yeah, that's true. Like people saying how much they like the games is like, to me, very encouraging. Stop belittling yourself, Mike. Your games are fun and it's interesting to watch people like it. Yeah, that's true. I'm glad that people enjoy the games as well, even though I'm not necessarily the most happy with them. You're also learning a lot and can improve over the course of the trilogy, getting feedback from people who play it. Exactly. Yeah. Remember, it's a couple of months, not a couple of years project, and one-man team. Excellent result. Yeah, that's true. Thanks, Trades. What you're saying, Kareef, makes sense. And yeah, like, I never made something in AGS before, so like making Day of the Sandwich was like 2 weeks to do that and learn the entire toolset, and also start coming up with a process for the art production, which I hadn't really used that method for creating art either. I was learning new tools as well, because I didn't have that was the first time I used my graphics tablet. So like I'd had that sitting around for a while because I'd intended to get back into using creating art with it and stuff like that. But like the art that is on the postcards, this artwork, I created that on my old graphics tablet, which is not a screen. It's just like a drawing tablet, and you have to like look at the screen while you draw. So I drew this that way. And then the other stuff has been all the stuff that I've done since the start of this year has been on the graphics drawing tablet, which has been really fun to use. Actually, I quite like using it. Yeah. Anyway, is this November date? Did I update that? I don't know. October, November. I think I did. Yeah. Had so many people in the Twitch Retro community tell me good things about myself and me being a streamer, but it clashes with my own personal philosophical views that I don't feel like I deserve the praise I get. Yeah, I know what you mean. I know what you mean. No, I think it's pretty normal. I think it, like, okay, I don't know if it's normal, but I've talked to a lot of people at this point who share my point of view about like, well, I guess like just being self-negativity, right? Like it's a common thing. And pessimism isn't a bad thing, I don't think, in itself. But I think allowing the pessimism to like prevent you from doing what you want to do, like there is a real cost there. And a real harm to yourself there. And like growing up, I wanted to be an illustrator or an animator or a game developer, all those things, but I chose to do the right thing, using air quotes there, the right thing. I chose to do the right thing, which is to start a career that could pay the bills. And knowing people who had gone into games or who had been in the games industry for long enough, I knew that wasn't going to pay the bills the way that I needed, like the security. And my aim was for security because I wanted to start a family and buy a house. And so I chose a career path that wasn't what I wanted to do, but it was what I thought I needed to do. And I made the right decision. I don't regret that. I don't regret it. But part of me does think like, hey, if I'd struck out on my own earlier and made games earlier, taken more risks, maybe things would be different now and I'd already be more established. But that's like, you know, you can only speculate about those kind of things. It doesn't help progression at all. So I'm just going to keep doing what I'm doing and learning stuff about making adventure games. Playing adventure games for as much as I've done over the last 3 or 4 years, however long it's been, 3 years. I've learned a lot about game design on that front just from playing it and developing my own opinions. And now I'm testing those theories, making these games, and I think they're good games. And I think they'll get better. And learning AGS and finding the limitations and working out how to implement the ideas that I have in AGS. Like I've literally programmed like an entire GUI and I implemented my own animation system. Like I feel very confident that I could build something abnormal out of the AGS engine at this point. Something that's like not just a traditional point and click adventure game or something like that. I have the confidence that I could build something unique in it now. I think what I have already built is unique. Like the Day of the Hamster has a lot of unique qualities to it that aren't typical. So I'm looking forward to seeing what else we can do with it. This game, like I said, I want to focus on character interactions more. I think with the design that we've got at least 2 people that we can interact with, and my goal is to come up with ways to convince them that, like, I want convincing them or tricking them or informing them or whatever. Like using dialogue as a method for progression is important to this game, and that's something else I'm learning. Like all these goals is basically the improvement that I want to look for in this game. So continuing to improve the asset pipeline. I do think I want to like narrow down my effort to focus on that 256 color palette. But again, I'm just my solution to that in my head is still creating like essentially just putting all of the art assets into one file and then saving it as a single file and then being like, okay, there it is. So we'll see if that's if that idea works. And then we save that single file, reduce the colors, and then I go in and like maybe I tweak some of the colors a little bit, but that's essentially going to be it. Focusing on character interactions, like I said, more jokes. I'd like to have more jokes. I think we've had not enough jokes in Day of the Hamster. I think there wasn't enough jokes in that. But yeah, definitely want to do dialogue puzzles. Like I said, more because technically the getting the right sensor is a dialogue puzzle in Day of the Hamster. Maybe having more varied soundtrack could be interesting. So this is really something that like I have to engage with somebody else on, because I mean I could try and make the music, which I still want to do. I still want to learn music production, but I have no background in it, so that's tricky. We'll see. Bigger, broader, and better animations for special interactions. So this one actually, what I had in mind here is like climbing out the window, death animations, like, you know, those kind of things. That would be fun. Character speaking animations, like gestures, so like when they talk, they're not just standing still and flapping their lips, like they'll actually move. What engine are we using? We're using AGS, Pacvan. We are using AGS, Adventure Game Studio. It's this engine here. Press this button. There you go. Yeah, we're using AGS. So this is my second AGS game, the one we just released. So we're working on our third AGS game. Fourth game that I've worked on this year. Yeah, we're gonna keep working on it. You have a good joke? What's your joke, Kinnikos? So yeah, and obviously I do want the mouth flapping, the mouth shapes to happen. Still would love to add voice acting, but probably still won't get it done. Yeah, I would really like to do voice acting for all the games, and I don't mind providing as many voices as I have to, but like Delphine is definitely not one that I would want to commercially put out. I'd want to get someone to do that for me. But I think maybe I can pull off a Lucas voice and maybe a Sierra voice as well. We'll see. Never heard of it. Yeah, it's great for making point-and-click adventure games or graphic adventure games, which is why I chose it. I did do this Matrix, which I'm happy to share with you. Let me just make that fit on the screen here. This is how I chose the engine, Pac-Man. I came up with a matrix for making a decision. And the decision is which engine should I use? And I thought about what's the complexity of implementing the game that I would like to implement with that engine? And how fit is the engine by default to making that type of game? So like, you wouldn't use Unreal Engine to make like a simple 2D puzzle game, probably. You would probably choose something else for that, like Game Maker Studio would be way better suited. I also tried to consider the price, although it turns out the price wasn't really a factor for most of them. But then there is a question of pricing model. Like, if you sell 1 million copies, how much do you owe the person who made the engine is a question that you might want to ask yourself. And then the license suitability, it's sort of paired with the license, with the the pricing model. License suitability, though, you may remember that not Unreal, Unity had some licensing concerns come up in the last couple of years, so that was a factor that I wanted to consider as well. Putting all that together, the heaviest factors are probably still like these two. But these do have an impact. And then I just came up with this scoring. Basically, yeah, the scoring doesn't really consider the price because price turned out to not be a factor in the end for the engines that we were considering. But you can see, like, okay, so what's the most suitable? The most suitable seems to be AGS. The least suitable seems to be Game Maker Studio. and making my own engine, depending on which path I take, seems like not too bad. It's not too bad. Godot seemed like a good choice. Not too bad of a choice as well. But yeah, I think AGS just like, it's just hands down the best choice for making this kind of game. If you ever see Ben Croshaw's, Yahtzee's adventure games, I'm pretty sure those were done in Adventure Game Studio. Yes, they are. They are. Oh, you've got a joke? That the joke is an image? Good. Well done. Not bad. Not bad at all. Thank you, Kinikos. Rayleigh was close. That's what I'm currently using. Can AGS output to WASM? Yes. Yes. If you go to Day of the Hamsters page, you can play it in the browser. So you just go to the page and then you click this button and you start playing the game. Well, you know, it downloads the assets and then it starts playing. So that's pretty cool, right? Being able to play the game in the browser. I can just skip through the dialogue again. But yeah, it's fully playable in the browser. I don't have a build that's capable of playing on mobile right now, which is something I would like to do. I'd like to add mobile support, but right now it's not there. I'm just trying to skip through everything basically at the moment. But yeah, totally playable, and all the, you know, sound effects and music all works, and it's pretty smooth. Seems to work very well actually. You can collect the items. You can spoil the game. Yeah, fully playable. I obviously won't play through the whole thing. I don't want people to get spoiled too much. If you want to go play it, please do. If you want to pay $0 for it, just click the no thanks. Just take me to the downloads if you want to download it. If you want to play it in the browser, that you're already done. You don't need to worry about that. Yeah, if you want to play it on Linux, it's now available for Linux. We're working on a Mac build as well, which I think is it's done. I'm just waiting to hear back from Tony, I think, to get the latest build for the Mac, but that's pretty much done too. So yeah, Day of the Hamster is totally ready to go. Ready when you are. Did I finish planning? Let's go back to our plan for day 3. Okay, begin planning more puzzles in dependency graph, and then create. So like what I need to say here is just translate the notes above into the dependency graph, so it's all there, and we can start expanding where needed. And then we create placeholder assets for each room. So this will have to wait until we've got the full, a fairly fleshed out puzzle dependency graph, and then we can start to like create those placeholder assets. You should put this on Steam, Mike. Then it's you question you never have to ask yourself again. Just put all your new games on there for us. The thing about Steam is it does cost $100 per game to put on Steam, and going by sales statistics on that we looked at earlier today, after there's $100 US after the itch cut and taxes are taken out. It'll probably leave me about that much. Maybe. Who's that? Okay. They opened the door and then closed it. Missed the sales talk? Yeah, you missed it, but that's okay. I can go over it again. Bear in mind this is a free game. Starting a Hamster for Steam collection. A steamed hamster collection. Steamed hamster collection. I don't know. Well, I'm not against putting this game on Steam. I wouldn't put Day of the Sandwich on Steam. I don't think Day of the Sandwich would qualify in my mind as something that's worth putting on Steam. Putting it as bundled with Day of the Hamster, maybe. Once I finish the third game, I think that's when I would probably put them all as like a collection on Steam, maybe. Put a little collection together of them. And then like I'd feel a little bit more justified in putting it on Steam. Even though they're free and they won't be... I am unlikely to change it from being free. Some people just like having the games in their Steam library. And if that's the case, then I'll just do that. I don't know. So yeah, this is not Steam sales, obviously. This is just the other website, itch.io. So comparing this, though, like just look at the average dollars per purchase and payments, 23. Compare that to the first week, the first 4 days, actually. This is the first 4 days of Day of the Sandwich. And this is the first 4 days of the hamster game. So it's a similar number of sales, really, like statistically not that much more. But the average is a lot more. So I did increase the price, so that might be why. I went from $3.50 to $4.99 as a suggested price. Most people don't buy it, obviously. Like you can see, downloads 119, payments 23. So what's that, like 20%-ish of people who download the game have paid for it? Browser plays obviously is a bigger number as well, and that changes a fair bit.
Why?
Hello, damn it, Veins again. Welcome back. Sounds like a decent percentage. Yeah, I think it is. I think it is a decent percentage, given that it is a free game. Obviously, that number changes. Like, now we're on day 7. We made 4 additional sales, but it was downloaded, like, basically the same amount again. So, that percentage obviously changes a fair bit. Can I, there's not like a... Yeah, you can average, but you can't, like, percentage. That's fine. But what am I thinking? So impressions is like how many times it scrolled past, somebody sees it and they as they're scrolling through the browsing games. That's impressions. So 495,000 impressions is pretty good. I don't know where we stand on the charts right now, but yesterday we were number 1 in let's just go back to itch.io for a second here. We'll just take a look at where we're at. So if you go to games and then you go popular and then you go play in browser, we're currently number 6. We were number 1 yesterday in this category. New and popular, we're still number 4. Top sellers, we were in the... I don't remember exactly where we were in top sellers, but we were in like the top 12 or something like that. So we're still about the same area. Top rated, I don't think we were that high because we don't have that many ratings still. There's like actual ratings is pretty low. So I think that's pretty hard to find. I think if you changed it to like in the last 7 days, it might show up. Yeah. But yeah, I guess like top rated is like all time top rated, so it'd be hard to compete if you're not getting a lot of ratings. Yeah, like this has like 5,000 ratings, so it's hard to compete there. But yeah, new and popular, we're still there. Popular, we're still here. So we're still like hanging on okay, considering the game's been out for a week. It did well. It did get into number 1 slot for a little while. If we change to free, I guess that might change the numbers a little bit too. New and popular, top sellers, top rated. Again, that's probably not going to be worthwhile. Yeah. So... given that we were in the number 1 spot for a few days for play in browser. And I think even just, I think we were just in the new and popular. Yeah, we're still in the top, even without the browser one or the free one. I guess even with the free one. So, like, the game's not doing too badly. Like, people will see it. If they just go, like, if they just come here and click new and popular, they'll see the game. And then hopefully they'll click on it, right? Hopefully they'll click through and be like, oh, cool, this is a good game, and play it. You never know. Back to the statistics so we can take another quick look at that. So just looking at like the way these graphs flow, you can see like in the first day we had like around 520 views of the page. And it was played about half that amount. Pretty much half the people who went to the page played it in the browser. That doesn't seem to have changed too much, to be honest. Like, it seems to be about the same amount, even after we got the little bump. We got double the views on this day than we did the first day, and double the browser plays, it seems, is about right. So those numbers seem to work in tandem. Comparing that to the first game, we had a similar thing. First 4 days was like a little bump, and then after a week, we got a second bump. So our second bump came earlier. I don't know if we're going to get another bump after a little bit longer. I don't know if there'll be an additional bump. We certainly got a little bump there. I don't know how it's choose to promote games, but that's something to keep an eye on. Yeah, again, looking at the statistics, look at the first 4 days, impressions 75,000-ish, whereas this is 150,000-ish in the first 4 days. So that might have contributed to the way that the spikes worked. I don't know. But yeah, over time, it seems people were more interested in paying more money, which is a bit weird, but yeah, the numbers sort of went up a bit. I think that's because some of those sales were high value sales in this period. Those 4 sales were probably ridiculous amounts of money to adjust the figure there. But I was asking $3.50 for this, and the average payment, even till this day, is still like over $5. And this one seems to be following the same sort of a trend as well. If anybody has any questions about any of this stuff, I'll answer whatever I can. I'm just trying to be transparent and share my experience so far. One thing you'll notice with this one is we did get a licensing deal for the last game. I haven't got one, anything signed or anything like that. Nobody sent me any requests for a paid contract. I do have a request for this pack. Jam Pack asked me if I would include my game. I don't really know what the deal is there, so I don't have more details yet, but they did ask if I'd like to include it in their pack. What's a licensing deal? So a company called Cool Math Games offered me money to publish the game on their website. So if you go to their website, there's just games here. And mostly kids at school play them because it's called Cool Math Games, so teachers think it's fine. And then they can play like this game, for example. Which I think my kids have literally shown me this game. They've been like, "Hey, Dad, can we play this game?" So yeah. Yeah, so Fire Boy goes in fire okay, but not water okay. That's the game. Anyway, this website, they offered me a deal, a non-exclusive publishing deal. So basically, can we have your game on our website? And we'll pay you some money. And it's non-exclusive, so I can continue to sell it wherever or publish it wherever else I like. And they offered, as you can see in here, they offered me $750 US for that deal. I was like, sure, it's a free game, so I'll take money to publish it on another website. That did for me, that did change one thing in my mind about how I perceive my free game. And I think this is important. This is actually, if there's one takeaway from like looking at this stuff and talking about this stuff, it's that if your game is free and you're publishing it on itch for free, it doesn't mean that somebody should be able to just download it and upload it to their own website. if you do see somebody do that to your game, it's taking, just thinking about it from a marketing perspective, it's taking away traffic from your web page, where they could follow your account and see more of your games. And that is part of my strategy, is if I make these 3 games for free on itch, and if people choose to pay for them, that's awesome. If they don't, at least they've got it added to their library, and I can message them later on and say, hey, the Kickstarter's live for the full game. If you enjoyed this, then you're going to love that. And then hopefully convert some of those to customers on Kickstarter, and they'll be able to help fund the development of the big game. So that's one side of it. The other side of it is, if somebody does approach you with a licensing deal, then you can say, yes, I'd love to work with you, and you can get paid to have it uploaded to somebody's website. If somebody's uploading it to their website, they're doing that because they want to make money on ads or whatever else, right? Like, they're offering free software downloads because they want money. They want to make money on your work. So even if it is free, you should consider like following up when you see stuff like that and saying like, hey, DMCA that, please don't steal my game. Just because it's free on itch.io, it doesn't mean it's free here. And then if they say, oh, sorry, we'll pay for it, then work out a deal with them, and then you can have some extra cash for the work, and make sure that they at least link back to your store page or something like that. You can work out a deal. Anyway, so I was happy enough to go and do this deal. The offer that they gave me was lower than that, and I said, look, if I'm going to put it on there and make these changes so that it's publishable on your website, then I'll need to be paid for that time as well. So I just asked for a certain amount of money on top of what their offer was to cover my time. And that was it. And so we actually did that live on stream as well. We went and did the dev work live on stream. But yeah, it's definitely something to think about. Just because your game's free, it doesn't mean that anybody should be able to just put it on their website. You need to think about that and keep an eye on it, monitor it, because you can make extra money for one thing, but also it is taking away from your strategy of like trying to direct people to your content in the future. Yeah. So that's day 2 done. Now that we've defined everything, we've defined the characters, we've defined this stuff, we can actually start to plan out assets for this game. So we're going to create a duplicate of this sheet again for the next game. We did it for this. We had all our rooms plotted out for the last game. So these were the actual rooms. We had 3 actual physical locations you could walk around in the first game, in Day of the Hamster, sorry. But we also had the computer screen, we also had the wall, and the hamster maze. Those are all separate rooms. And then I also, just for like tracking sake, I actually had the blueprints and the sensor manual, the electronics manual. Those I considered as screens because I was creating like full screen assets for them essentially, but they technically not. Yeah, and there's actually the electronics, the screen for like configuring the sensor as well is another one that I didn't actually document here. But yeah, there's also the intro, outro stuff. So I didn't actually follow this list. By the time I got to doing the intro, I just was like, I'll just do whatever. But yeah, in terms of like AGS, the actual number of rooms we ended up with is 11. Now, one of those rooms is just like the presents screen. Just this screen. So that's like, you know, as far as rooms go, I wouldn't really call it a room. Same with this one. This one's like pretty much just... the cool math games thing is hidden. It's actually... yeah, whatever. Don't worry about that. We had code in here to like show the cool math games thing if it's enabled. Hopefully they do reach out, or maybe I'll reach out to them and say, hey, I've got the next game if you would like to see it. I can send them the stats for the launch as well. Maybe I can do another deal and get a little extra cash, which would be nice. So yeah, I did some maze design concepts here. I ended up not using this. In the end, I changed the way the maze works. So I got something in my eye. This is all pretty much right. This is all pretty much correct. We have, although with Lucas, we ended up doing 2 different versions of Lucas. We had the metal detector version of Lucas as well. So this is also out of date. This is pretty typical of task lists and documentation not keeping up with the actual product. But anyway, that happens in any industry. The dialogue, I never ended up putting together the dialogue list because I was like, whatever. But you know, if I wanted to, it'd be like, this happened. This is something you say in the vault or in the intro. You know, oh no, and then like notes, I guess, like on like shouted or something. Recorder takes 3. I don't know. But yeah. So then for each one of these, it just like adds an extra one. Do intro. Yes. And then, so that gives you the file prefix. So then I could just copy that into like the file name as I'm creating all the different dialogue recordings. And that will update the file name basically. And so I can be like, you know, main, and then that one will get a different name as well. Anyway, this is a useful thing for keeping track of all the files and the lines and stuff like that. And I had a way of exporting the lines from AGS as well. Although I'm not using translations in AGS, and I think that's something I want to look at doing for the next game, for the current game, I guess. They have this like somewhere in here. There's like, oh yeah, translations down here. Currently, you cannot edit translations within the editor. Load the file English traditional TRS into your favorite text editor to do your translation work. Right. So like, I actually don't know how to do this stuff. How come they don't have like an edit, like open folder or something like that? I don't know. Oh, this is the wrong thing. Hang on. Did I close it? Did I close the folder or I just move it somewhere else? So I guess it's like in here somewhere, right? Or is it under, is there a folder called translations? Oh wait, it's called English, English traditional, right? Yeah. I haven't been doing them, Atreides. I do still stream there. I haven't quit. I have not quit, but I just haven't been there for a while. You're gonna be up in 3 hours, Essentia? Well, you take care. Rest well. Thanks for being here. Yeah, I have not been doing them. I was planning to do this week's one, but I missed it because I was not ready in time. I didn't do my planning. I actually need to do my planning for the upcoming one now. So I don't know how the translation files work. That's something I need to read up documentation on. Yeah. There must be some documentation that you can read on translations for AGS. So like, I don't actually know how to use translations in the game. But I assume there's like, you like create something. I don't know. I gotta figure this out. I guess I need to like look at a tutorial on creating translations. But basically, like, the way I assume it works is like when you do like player.say something, instead of like typing in like an inline string for the text, you like refer to like, you like use some way to refer to the translation and say like, you know, string number 3 or whatever. Hopefully you can name them, so it's like, you know, easier to follow. Like hello, you know, Lucas hello or something like that. And then it would like, yeah, you can then you can create a different translation file, and when you want to play in a different language, you just change that, and it just like plays the dialogue out that way. GZ Doom uses ridiculously large CSV based system for that. Yeah, translation stuff is like can be tricky. So I don't know how it works. I gotta read some documentation on this. I don't want to do it right now. Right, okay. That's interesting. So actually, maybe the translation stuff's more automatic than I thought. Maybe if I go and create a new translation, I'll have to experiment with this. I don't want to do it right now. But maybe if I created a new translation, it would actually populate it with all of the text in like Japanese. Like if I say I want a Japanese file, and then I can just get someone to translate that. I don't know. I'll look into this. All right. We're good though. I think we're good. Again, I'm just sort of wasting time at this point. I've reviewed the stats like 3 times now as well, so we should be solid on that. Yeah, I was tracking all of the different items. We'll do the same sort of thing. Then we can know like, oh, we've got the inventory art, the object art, and you know whether or not it's done and all that kind of thing. Testing notes. So I got a bunch of testing feedback on the game. This was pretty helpful feedback. I tracked most of it in here, but there's some stuff I did that was just not entered in here. What's this? Sheet 9 is what? Oh, this is me like figuring out where we want hints and stuff. This is the hint system for the game. Titles for the game. Yeah, we hadn't decided on the name of the game, so we ended up on Day of the Hamster. And then, yeah, review. We're back here again. So that's it. I'm not going to talk about this anymore. I'm going to go eat some food and hang out with my family. And then I'll be back later on to do some gaming. We're going to keep playing Day of the Tentacle. Not Day of the Tentacle. Why did I say that? We're going to keep playing Discworld tonight. And I don't know what to do. I think I'm stuck again. So we'll see how we go. Probably we'll also do a little bit of other stuff too tonight. I don't know. I feel like doing some other stuff. We'll see if we can or not. But thank you very much for being here. I really appreciate it. I hope you had a fun time. I did. Next week, I don't know. Maybe I'll be employed. Or maybe my timer will be fully employed again. If it's not, I'll be back on during the day next Friday to follow up with some more cool streams. But we'll see. We'll see. Thank you, Pi. I appreciate that. Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. It was my pleasure to go through all of that with you. Hey, the Integer. Thanks for the breakdown update. Hey, thank you. Thank you for being here. See you all around. Thank you so much, everyone. I do appreciate it. Again, like I said, I'll be back next Friday, hopefully, with more dev stream. But before then, we've got tomorrow. I should be on dev stream. I don't have any solid plans for the weekend, so we should be dev streaming tomorrow. Hopefully, I can put in a time slot for dev meetup that people can make on Sunday. If you're interested in joining the dev meetup, just jump on my Discord and keep an eye out for it. It's probably the easiest way to do it at the moment. Dev meetup, we'll be talking about stuff. I have asked for people to volunteer to do a talk, but nobody has volunteered to do a talk. So I might just review the same sort of stuff I reviewed today as a talk, but I didn't want to have to be the center of attention for anything. I just wanted people to talk and meet up. So we'll see. We'll see. Thanks, BJI. You take care. And Stork for Water, Integer, Maple Mystery, Kinnikos, Pi, Adrian, Abby, everybody. Thank you all very much. Atreides. I know I haven't said everybody's names. I'm sorry if I missed your name, but I'll see you next time. Thanks, everybody. Have a good one. Bye.